Hey everybody, my name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr. I'm Frankie McDonald.
I want my
baby back, Chili, baby back, red.
Caller, this call is for Ayala.
Hi.
So.
Hey, do you remember me?
Who's this?
Nick?
No.
Last name Gers.
Nick Gers. I don't know names. I don't even remember my mom's name.
Say it again.
If you even tell me my mom, I wouldn't remember her name. Like, I'm really bad with names. How do you look?
When you say my name again, I don't even know if you heard me right.
Nick Gers.
Thank you.
Why? Why do you have to call in like that? Why do you have to call in like that? That's not a good caller. It's a horrible, horrible caller. I'm going to play you a little song.
Nick Gers! Oh, Nick.
Me Chinese, me play joke, me put pee-pee in your coat.
What's up, Vivek?
Hey.
Whoa!
Look at this. What's up, guys?
I was craving a Slurpee.
Can I get my change back correctly?
We'll.
I feel like a lot of us are conservative in the way that we just want to be able to say the N-word and it not really matter.
That's all I want. Come on. Is that so much to ask? Can't I just say the N-word? Does that make me a bad person?
Come on, guys.
Violet's a huge fan of yours. She loves censored TV.
Oh, great.
I do. I love your show. Big fan.
All she wants is to be able to say the N-word, but that's the only thing that's holding her back in life.
Yeah.
Oh, it just, you go like this.
How are you and your man?
Oh, Bisconti, he's in hospice. I'm teasing.
Oh,
it's a joke. It was an old man joke.
No, there was somebody in the hospital on meeting earlier, so I was like, oh, geez.
I'm just kidding. He's fine. Oh my God, we're great. I'll marry that man.
Oh,
he's adorable. So.
If my baby's fall out, this was your fault, John. I'm just saying.
Jumping jack. Whoa!
Yeah, don't.
Whoa!
What was it?
Whoa!
Okay. There. I did it. What, you can take me?
I just died in your arms tonight.
Whoa!
I just died in your arms tonight.
There. I did it.
Are you winning, son?
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm an English teacher, a dialect coach, and today I'm going to show you exactly what actors do perfectly and terribly when they try to do a British accent. Let's rate some accents.
My kink is British accents. Oh, is that all right?
Cheerio, cut!
Yeah, right then. Bush on cheerio.
You're really attracted to this.
Oh, bloody hell.
I had to look up where she grew up and went to school because I genuinely don't know why she's so good. She's not trying to sound perfect.
I'm taking the dog, dumbass. I'm taking the dog.
He's just happy to have the attention. He's just happy to have the attention.
Got tired of my scheming. It's me. Hi, I'm the baddie. It's me.
Our next guest is originally from Danville, Illinois. He enjoys cold beer and hot music. Says that he and his mom don't see eye to eye on his love life. And he claims that his job has cost him several relationships. Please welcome Robert Faggot. Fine, how are you? Faggot is rather an odd name.
Yeah, it is an odd name. Speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, Mrs. Stay.
Misa Kochata.
Ding, 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 ding.
Happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday. Happy day. Thursday, Friday. Happy day. The weekend comes. My cycle hums.
Your lip, just kind of get it in there. Fill it in a few different times just to kind of get a real deep color. And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
I'm gay. I have relationships with men and sex with men.
Welcome to SimpCast, everybody's favorite Sunday night show. It's fun to watch that intro of all the beautiful ladies and then see me here wearing this big jumper, this dodgy looking jumper. It's fun to say that. It's what British people call sweaters. It's all right. I'll get back into shape. Just you watch. Just you wait and see. Chat. We have a lot of really fun topics to talk about today. A lot of fun, very simp-casty topics in the internet this week, which I love. They're what you would call soft subjects. Human interest pieces. You know, like the girl who slept with 100 people. We will get to that for sure. We will talk about the Sydney Sweeney debacle. People thinking she's unattractive for some reason. We will discuss a hoodie that has a pocket for pizza. I don't even know if this is real or not. We will talk about Trump winning in a defamation suit. And yeah, maybe some other things as they come up. I hope you're all subscribed. If you're not, now would be a good time to like and subscribe, please. What else? What else is going on? It's December 15th, 10 more days till Christmas. Let's bring in the ladies of the night. You know them. You love them. It's Tugs, Keanu Thompson, Courtney Brooke, and Carmen Smith Studer. Hi, ladies.
Hi, darling.
Good to see you all. Even those of you that are black squares.
Yep, hold please. My
back?
screen just cracked, and
Oh no!
yeah, my monitor fucking fell down and cracked, and so I'll be back.
Oh no!
How did that happen?
Oh no!
We must see you, Courtney.
Well, I was just seeing her in the waiting room. She looked great. She had her boobs out.
There she is.
All right.
No.
I'm going to remove her from the thing while she gets her thing ready.
Cricket,
God damn it! Just because I've learned from my mistakes of while somebody is fixing their camera, don't have it on screen. You know, shout out to Vic Mignogna. Oh, I haven't had it on in a while.
Hi, Tugs. Hello.
Hi,
I am
Tugs.
here.
Hi,
It's so good to
Carmen.
see you again.
Hi, Tugs. I've missed you.
I missed you too. I know, but everybody was like, last time I streamed a few days ago, people were like, "Why? We haven't seen you on SimpCast in forever." And I was like, "That's because every time she's asked me, I've been out of town."
I'm also
just
bad
is
and
timing
very
that way.
uneven at asking people. What I need to do in the new year is maybe keep a chart and then write down when people have been on, and I'll be like, "Oh, it's been a while since this person's been on," and that's what organized people do. Keanu and I went to a Christmas party last night. We went to Frank Valbiro, friend. I don't know if he's been. I've definitely had him on one-on-ones. I don't know if he's ever done SimpCast, but he has
should.
great.
It was
He
rager.
should. He's so brilliant. Maybe he's even too smart for this show. No, I'm kidding. That's impossible. Courtney's back. Hooray!
There she is.
Do we like this or do we like this? I don't know.
That.
I like
I don't
this.
know about that.
The other one? You like this one?
I do.
What do you care, Tugs?
It's
You're
not my
not even
screen.
on. You're not even on camera.
But I have to look at y'all.
She doesn't get a vote.
So Frank
Listen.
Valbiro, he does his podcast, quite frankly, really great show. You all should subscribe and listen. And he operates out of a place called Zadalza Studios out in Port Chester, New York, which is like, I don't know, halfway between Westchester and Connecticut, I guess. So he invited us over. Me and Keanu's betrothed Gino, we all went over. And at first, and I don't know if this is like as you get older, you're just like, oh, there's always a part of you that's like, do I have to go? And then your brain is like, no, you should go. It's good to be, put on
Once
real
you're there,
pants.
you'll have a fun time. But
It's good to put on real pants every once in a while and go somewhere. And so we did that, and I wore a huge, ugly Christmas sweater, but it turned out to be a wonderful icebreaker.
it was a conversation starter. It had stuffed animals in the pocket. It was adorable.
My favorite part about Christmas parties. That's the whole point. Is like, if you don't want to do the sweater thing, you just like, we went to one last night too, and I partied entirely too hard, which is why I'm
hell yeah.
Blacked
too
out
old for that. I'm almost 40. I can't be doing that, but it was fun. And I just wore like green and white and Christmas earrings, and because I didn't have an ugly sweater. But that's my favorite part about Christmas parties is to find the ugliest outfit you can.
I bought the chicest plaid
you look
outfit.
great in it.
But
bring up a picture.
But for God's sake, I get it home and the skirt still had the ink thing fucking on it.
The little tag.
Gino heard me. He was in the shower. I went, son of a fucking bitch. These assholes. Like, I was so excited about this outfit. Like,
I'm pulling it up
in a chic way.
You should have taken a photo. You should have posed with your tag out so people could see your tag. This is a really cute plaid matching little like jacket and skirt.
And then I had the green beneath it, and then so it's not like in your face Christmassy, but it's it's plaid, it's wintry, it's working. But the stupid ink thing I had to walk around all like the whole party with, people probably thought I stole it.
Yeah. See, like, look, I looted this during the summer of love. It was activism, don't come at me. But you look great. Gino looks
beautiful.
Great. It was good.
Below that is your sweater if you want to show it, I think.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh no, above it.
Okay. I don't know. It's like I don't know how Twitter works anymore. Oh God, this is it. This is.
I think you look
it's amazing. I
Dude,
love it.
I look huge. I feel huge. I am huge. No,
You're
I was
not,
like,
though.
I was like,
You
I have
have
to
a
wear
baby
this.
sweater on. Yeah.
I was like, I
You
have
just
to wear
pushed
this.
the baby out.
I just did it. Not 8 months ago. I just did it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a little chimney thing that sticks out, and then there's like a snowman on a spring that shoves into the chimney part. And for every new person I met, I'd be like, check this out, and then we were talking. So
I love that.
That's
Walmart
so
had
cool.
one.
I used to always wear a t-shirt that said Santa Rocks on it, and I would just change what was on the bottom, and it was like my go-to every Christmas. My niece had a party last night. It was an ugly sweater contest, and the person who won, it was the best idea. She took all the pictures of her friends that were the nastiest pictures she had of them. And she put them all over her sweater.
Oh, no.
And she put like little lights on it. I thought that was so clever.
You know what would even be all of your ex-boyfriends pasted on a sweater would be also a good idea now that you mentioned that. Like,
That's
here's some,
amazing.
or all of your every time anybody's been divorced or,
My hand does look huge, David
Your hand does look
Brownfield.
really big.
I don't know. Maybe I think I had it closer. Whatever's closest to the camera is the thing that looks the biggest. That is a photo tip for anybody. If you want to look instantly thinner in photos, just lean forward a little bit to the camera, because if your face is the closest thing to the camera, your body instantly looks smaller. That's a hot tip.
Also, Eugene took this photo, so that's probably why it looks maybe something.
Also, my hands probably are like jacked from picking up the baby 1,000 times a day.
No, that's
I
just
saw him last night, and my right arm is
turn their
always
hands sideways because all of them look like their hands are big if they're turned a certain way.
It's true. He's a chunk. I held him for 20 minutes yesterday, and
Now you're sore.
This arm is sore. That's because I'm an unhealthy person that doesn't work out enough. But so I get it.
No, he's huge. He's 23 pounds. You know who else is 23 pounds? My other favorite, Frankie. It's Frankie McDonald.
I'm doing great so far.
Frankie.
I'm not responsible with drones at all. I don't fly drones.
Are you sure?
Really?
Frank?
Yeah, I don't fly drones at all.
I'm pretty sure all the drones flying over New Jersey are your fault specifically.
No, I wasn't. I didn't fly drones at all. I don't fly drones at all.
Sure. You said that when Hawaii was on fire. You said that when the truckers in Canada were getting debanked. I blame it all on you. Right.
I wasn't responsible with these either.
Sure, Frankie. Frankie, have you been to any Christmas parties yet, or like festive drinking events?
Yeah, I was at karaoke Phil Kasoof last night.
Ooh,
Well, that's normal for you. Was it a Christmas karaoke?
It's just regular karaoke Saturday night at Dooley's.
What do you
Did you sing any Christmas songs?
We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel and Peaches by Presidents of the United States of America. I was working at the Mayflower Mall 2 days ago. It was great. And guess what? And I was on in a hot water football show with Gino Bisconte this Thursday past.
Ooh, how does the Peaches song go?
The Peaches by Presidents of the United States of America.
How does it go? Can you sing us a bar?
Yes. And guess what? I got something to say. Popeyes is coming along great.
Okay, he won't sing. Show us where the Popeyes is coming in, because we have a group chat where Frankie is constantly updating us on the progress of the Popeyes. And
That's Charlotte Street in Sydney, Nova Scotia. I just sent you pictures to group chat on Twitter.
Cold as fuck there, Frankie. Look, nobody else is on the street because everyone else has enough sense to go inside.
Or it always looks like a ghost town.
Yeah.
Frankie, why aren't you inside?
All right,
Why aren't
down
you?
Charlotte Street in Sydney, I saw cars going by.
I'm gonna pull up the pictures you sent me on Twitter so that people can see just how I don't think this Popeyes is even a priority for Justin Trudeau. I don't think that he look at this.
Oh
my
boy.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
This is not going to be open by
It's a
Christmas.
lone Popeyes.
Oh man.
Yeah. This is a sad situation.
It looks like
It's coming along great. The construction workers will be there tomorrow for work at 24 hours. They got construction workers will be working tomorrow. They have to put electricity and things like this. They have to work. Popeye is going to be open before I know it.
Frankie, I want you to be there bright and early to make sure the construction workers are there. And if they're not working fast enough, yell at them. Be like,
yes, and wear your
"Top,
hard
top."
hat, please.
And guess what? Mary Brown's Chicken's opening on Welton Street in Sydney, Nova Scotia tomorrow on December 16th. Mary Brown's Chicken's officially opening tomorrow.
Mary Brown's? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. You sent the picture of the Mary Brown's chicken.
Yes.
Okay, let me see. The people need to know. Da, 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 da. Well, they at least have the sign up. They
That
look
looks
like
like an AI sign.
yeah. They look like they're ready to open. Are you going to go there tomorrow when it opens, Frankie?
Yeah, and that means I'm going to try. And that means I'm going to have great chicken and things like this.
Go video
Bill.
yourself eating the chicken and give us a full review. We'll post it online.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Wow, things are happening in Canada. You know, you guys lost Jordan Peterson, but you're gaining a Mary Brown's chicken. So I think it all evens out.
And Popeyes is under construction, and Popeyes going to open up before you know it.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I can't wait.
Well,
Anything
we'll
else
believe it when we see
exciting,
it.
Frankie, going on? Are you getting Christmas kisses and flirtations from your fans?
That means that the fans of mine got in the picture taking me on Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
Were they well above 21?
Yes, they are.
Are you sure?
Sure.
Well over 20. I repeat, well over 20.
Well over 20. Okay.
Wow.
What's the temperature like out there, Frankie?
It's cool outside in Sydney, Nova Scotia right now, where I'm at.
Okay. Give me numbers. Give me Celsius. Give me Fahrenheit.
It's around the temperatures in Fahrenheit right now, and where I'm at right now. The temperature in my area right
You're
now
looking it
is,
up.
and that's around 28 Fahrenheit.
Woo!
Wow,
That's
that-
cold.
Why don't you go inside?
That's really cold, Frankie. He's Canadian. They're just built different. Wow.
I was at the Rib Fest this summer past. I was at the Rib Fest and things like this. Did you hear about this on the Compound Media Archives? They said they get the final episode of Wet Spot in late June 2024 before Compound merged with Censor back then. And Anthony Cumia used to own Compound Media. Now Gavin McGinnis took over.
Yep, that's what happened. That was a great show. Look, and I even kept the old Wet Spot sign.
Cute.
This was hanging up in the studio.
Aww.
And I was like, ooh, who framed this? A lovely framer in Long Island. I was like, ooh, but it's quality. Maybe I will hang it up. Who knows?
I love it. Plus, it's just bright pink.
And did you hear about this Thursday coming up? Anthony Cumia is doing his last show before Christmas.
Ooh, okay. I'll probably have some kind of a Christmas Day, like late night stream or something. I'll be around.
That means that this Thursday coming up, it'll be Gino's last in hot water football show before Christmas.
Oh, good. Thank you for keeping track of all the shows. I don't know what we would do without you, Frankie. I'm gonna let
I
you
think
go.
you're here, but Gino got 4 more podcasts to go before Christmas.
Ooh, Frankie, what happened to Gino's YouTube?
It got shut down because somebody reported, some clan reported him. And did you hear about this? His YouTube channel got terminated, and Gino's on Rumble.
He is
That's
on
right.
Rumble. Everyone should follow him on Rumble. Thank you, Frankie. I'm gonna let you go inside. I cannot have you get frostbite on my account.
Bye, Frankie.
Love you,
Bye,
Frankie.
Frankie.
Get
Love
warm. Love you. Bye. Oh, I think he almost said love you. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it did sound like
Aw.
it.
Well, I mean, Chrissy, he does love you.
I need to hear it.
Everyone
He's
loves
favorite.
Chrissy.
Did he say some clown reported?
Yes.
He
Some
said
clown-
clown. Some clown reported Eugene.
Some clown.
No, that clown was the higher ups. There were balls. That's what happened.
I got
Oh
it
my
off. I didn't let him say it. I jumped all over it.
He'll never say it again. He'll never say it again now.
This is just like with my dad. I go, what's that? Did you what? And then it's just like he'll never say it again.
dang it.
It's all right. It's okay. Maybe he's looking down on me from heaven, or
He absolutely
looking
is.
up at me from where
got so
somewhere
dark.
else. Who knows? Stymie.
That's
Hello,
about- no.
hello, ladies and peeps. Thank you,
Hello.
Stymie. Push-ups, Chrissy. Come join us on Courtney's Discord where we watch Star Wars. Oh God, that mess! The Star Wars Holiday Special is one of the worst movies of all time. Happy Life Day.
Yeah, it
Ugh.
is.
Yeah,
Well, we'll
but
see how that
it's
works
one of
out
those
since
cult
my,
classic bad movies.
But
though.
it gives me like the uncomfortable, like ick feeling. Very few things give me that feeling of like it makes my skin crawl watching
My
it.
favorite part about that movie is the end when we get to hear Carrie Fisher and her beautiful singing voice and just how uncomfortable Harrison Ford looks.
Oh yeah,
You know he was
people-
high as heck.
They had to have all been on a lot of drugs to do that
It's not
movie.
a new thing. It's like an older thing that they did.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it came out in '78.
Yeah, in the 70s. It came out after the first Star Wars movie in the 70s came out. They did like
Oh,
this
I
Christmas
can't
special.
imagine. Oh, interesting.
And it follows
Yeah.
the Ewok, or not the Ewoks, the Wookiees, which is Chewbacca and like his family. And it's like a cute, overall, it's a
Cute?
cute family
Oh
story.
my god! No,
But
it's,
the movie is
it's
just
not
so
cute.
bad.
It's
not
basically World War II
so bad.
combined
it's like a
with
film
with an acid
bad.
trip. It's the worst thing ever. You've got friggin' Nazis coming in ransacking Chewbacca's home because he's
Yeah.
out on a mission with Han.
It has a happy
and
ending.
the grandpa's over here watching virtual OnlyFans while they're ransacking their house. It's
He really
just a
is.
mess.
It's very 70s, that's for sure.
And the cooking show with the lady with
it's
4
very-
arms.
But you know what? It has a happy ending and it's fine. it's fine.
Well,
And
yeah, because
then-
they had to kill everyone.
Yeah.
I gotta show you something.
Sometimes that's the only way to get a happy ending. Okay.
Yeah.
Who is? And then we see what Chewbacca's wife or girlfriend. Courtney, tell me who this beautiful creature is, because this image haunts my dreams now because of the holiday special.
Wait, isn't that the little one, Itchy?
That's
Oh,
the
is this
kid, I
Itchy?
think.
That's the little
Yeah.
one. That's his kid.
He looks itchy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Look at the human teeth. Ugh, it's just
I know.
terrible.
It's so scary.
they're like human.
It looks like Muffin when she's like excited to see you, and she's like she kind of like grimace and like
Muffin.
bares her teeth. She looks scary, but she's actually happy. That's what this looks like. Ugh.
Yeah. It's an absolute disaster, you know. But we've been watching Star Wars in the Discord, and I told everybody that I'm not going to warn them when we watch the holiday special because no one's going to join me. So it's going to just kind of happen one day during a watch along, but we'll see how it works out since my monitor is broken. I can only see so much now. And
You look okay. You look
yeah,
okay.
well, no, I don't know. I mean, I guess it'll probably work. It's just I'm not going to be able to really see anything because I can't see it like a
Better in
lot
your
right now.
monitor, ladies and gentlemen.
Deranged Lunatic Tugs, show off your puppies. I mean puppy.
Clever.
Wow.
Wow.
He's hungover, deranged, and I'm sure the dog is hungover as well.
Speaking of our Star Wars watch along, though, Deranged Lunatic has been waiting for a year to watch Rogue One with you, Chrissy.
What?
When you were doing the Star Wars watch-alongs, or not the Star Wars watch, but movie watch-alongs, and at one point we were talking about watching Rogue One after we were watching Christmas movies, and one night we were watching a Christmas movie, and he was like, "When are we going to watch Rogue One?" And you're like, "After we're done watching Christmas."
You know what
movies."
happened? I know exactly what happened. I was doing the movie watch-alongs. The last movie watch-along we did was me and Lila. We were watching Sleepy Hollow, and it was the night I found out my dad was murdered. And I haven't done another one since.
No,
and
we picked up since then because we watched that was in October. We watched the prequels in November, and we watched Home Alone.
Oh my God,
we
how
watched
did
the
I
Star
do-
holiday special in
Shoot,
December.
You're right.
It's just
Well-
because the thing is that towards the end of the year things get busy for everybody, and then you were like trying to squeeze in a few more shows stand-up shows before you had the baby, and then you had the baby, so of course you have your own life. But I was laughing at Deranged Lunatic because I'm like, you've just been waiting, because I even asked him, I was like, did you even watch it since then? And he's like, no, I've been waiting. I'm like, what?
Oh my God. All right. We have to do that. We have to
That
do
was
that.
just so cute. So I was like, all right, we'll watch Rogue One so you don't have to wait any longer. But
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Deranged Lunatic. David Brownfield, my favorite thing about Frankie is everything. I
Yes.
agree 100%. Cinderella ain't fat. Hey, gals. Recently lost my mother to breast cancer, but glad I found you to help me through. Love you all. Remember to get a mammogram. Peace and love. Oh my God, Cinderella. I'm so sorry to hear that. I lost my mom to brain cancer. So that freaking sucks. I'm so sorry.
she's part of our club now. I lost my mom to the jab.
When are you supposed to start getting mammograms?
I think 50.
Will my
40.
40?
But
Well, it
yeah, they
depends.
say
If you
40.
have breast cancer history in your family, you're supposed to start around the age where they were diagnosed.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, like, if your mom was diagnosed at 40, then you want to start around that.
But
a few
you
years
should be-
before.
It said though that for every one woman that's saved from mammograms, 5 to 50 are possibly overdiagnosed.
Oh,
dang. What?
I will say though too, like
This is
if you're
something I keep my eye on for
That's
years.
wild.
Oh, wow.
if you're letting the doctor at least feel you up once a year,
Yeah.
right? They reach under your gown, they give you a little squeeze.
Mhm.
They're gonna be able to find out if any abnormal tissue is in there. So I mean, at the very least, get that done because that's just we all like
Get your
getting
paps,
felt up
ladies.
once
Get
in a
your
while.
paps.
But yeah. So if you're not like, even if you're not getting mammograms on a regular basis or what have you, at least let the doctor feel you up a bit to see if there's any abnormal tissue in there.
I haven't had
God,
one
it's a
since I was in
PSA.
my late 20s.
Oh wow, okay. Time to get felt up, Carmen.
No, I've done that. I haven't done the mammograms.
Jeremy Parkers, thank you for the yellow boy. Courtney's like a box of Lucky Charms, magically delicious, and I bet all the drones are trying to get a glimpse of her. You need special glasses they use for eclipses just to look at her hotness. Wow.
Whoa!
That's such a compliment and also
Jeremy
frightening.
Parkers. Jeremy, I never see you in any of my streams, and I don't know why, because
He's
this
trying to
is
be like-
delightful. Are you just trying to play
He's
like
nagging you?
Yeah, you're just trying to be like hard to get or whatever. Like, no, I'm only going to talk to you if you're on Chrissie's stream. If that's the case, I'll show
Jeremy,
up
you
every
coy
weekend.
bastard.
Look, if you're serious, Jeremy, send Courtney some J Queen bedding. Okay.
And a new monitor for my computer.
Yeah.
Send her a monitor, goddammit.
Send her a monitor. Steve's rants have been battling esophageal cancer for the past year. You guys have really been a great getaway for me, seeing as how I don't get out of the house much other than treatments. Steve, we're all gonna pray for you tonight. Stay tough. Keep fighting.
I will put my cigarette out right now in honor of you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. Yeah, we're thinking of you, Steve. Just hang in there. And we simp for Steve tonight.
Yeah, we simp for Steve.
We simp for you, Steve.
And Cinderella ain't fat.
Aaron James, Courtney only streams top quality productions.
Hi, Aaron. Thank you.
Aaron, who did you crop out of that photo? Your girlfriend? Your mom? I need to know. I have to know now.
That's mom or whoever she is, like that poor woman. Jeez.
Nicholas Kerr. Carmen, can I have a piece of your sourdough?
Aw, he's always asking. I need to send him a loaf of bread.
Have you made any special sourdough recently, Carmen?
The most recent one I did was the one I told you about, the espresso with chocolate chip. It was so good.
My gosh, that sounds amazing.
That sounds dangerous.
Unbelievable.
So our first topic, which we've scooted away from a little bit now, but since we were on the topic of Christmas holiday, Christmas boobs always, but Christmas parties, holiday parties, that sort of thing, we have found this, which are rules for the office Christmas party. Now it's this time of year. I used to have an office job. I would always go to the office Christmas party. Maybe you guys in the chat have office jobs. Let us know, what do we think of these rules here? Okay, number one, don't skip it. I guess I would agree with that, because you don't want to be that person that's too cool for the party, and you don't want to come off like a workaholic either. Like you're
at least show up.
Like you can't be
don't
bothered.
I've worked in office environments, and I noticed that once you start like avoiding any of the little get-togethers that they have as a company, you really start getting shunned fast.
Really?
Oh yeah. Like one of the companies I worked for, it was like, I think every like one Friday a month or something like that, they had like a happy hour. And I was like, well, this is stupid, because I live like 30 miles away and you want me to sit here and get wasted with you guys.
Absolutely.
And then
That's when
drive
you get a
home.
promotion, when you're waiting.
But I
have to go.
I had to drive home. So I'm like, well, you guys want me to get a DUI and not come back to work on Monday? Like, what's going on here? So I'm like, I can't be doing this all the time. And like, I have a terrible commute, whatever. But so there were those. And then they had like a summer event that they would do. They had a Christmas party and like all this stuff. And like, I started skipping a couple of the Friday events, and then I didn't go to the summer event, and suddenly I was on the shit list. They didn't.
Summer event. What do you do in the summer? Like, did you guys go?
It was like a
kayaking
barbecue. No, it was like a barbecue at a park thing. But they were
I
like,
know it sounds awful, but I'm telling you, the conversations that you have drunk with coworkers, it's not only in offices.
Oh, here's the
it's
thing. I
comedy,
dominated
it's everywhere. Yeah.
I dominated the Christmas party is the thing. Like that's where I lost part of my leg in a dance off because I was trying to
that would be too drunk.
I tried to break dance and I hyperextended my calf, but I won. So Ray Gun, take that, bitch.
Wow, Derek thinks you don't sound like a team player.
Well, here's the thing. It's not like I have fond
Circle back.
memories of that place, so maybe I'm not.
Yeah,
That's
did
the
you?
thing too. Is it's like if you don't like where you're at, it's so hard to be involved in anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you should like where you're at because like that's the lion's share of the time you spend when you work.
Yeah.
You really should love it.
So you don't skip it, and it's also it's the kind of thing where if you're maybe which I'm very familiar with not doing great at jobs, it's your personality can sort of like cover for your poor performance, and like your personality can really shine at the office holiday party,
That's the
and
only
people
way
can
I've ever
forget.
got a job. She sucks at
Yeah.
bottle service and being anything, but we like her because she's funny. It's literally the only thing that's ever kept me at a job. So you want to do the social things, you got to do it.
Got to do it.
If
Number
you want to
2.
stay at the job, but I didn't want to stay there anyway.
Number 2, eat before you show up to avoid getting intoxicated. I've definitely made this
that's a good
mistake
one.
before because you get there, you're so excited for the free stuff, and you think, oh, I'll just eat the past hors d'oeuvres. I'll eat whatever's out, but then maybe the food's not out yet. Maybe there is no food. Maybe it's a situation where there's just a bowl of pretzels. Like you never really know, depending on where the party is. But you know what is there? The open bar, and you're always thirsty after work. So you got to eat something and don't
have a drink to be social, but keep your wits about you. Don't lose a part of your leg. Yeah,
don't
Listen, I was the homecoming queen of the office after that. All right. It wasn't until the like 2 years later when I was starting to slow down that they were like, wait a minute, because I went to the following Christmas party and I won a trip to Disneyland. And then after that,
oh, that's a good
yeah, it was great. The only time I've ever been to Disneyland.
You were
just you've been once, you've been, you only need once. You only need one trip.
Yeah. And then
but you
6 months later is when things really started to take a turn.
The next time, if I take the bean to Disney World, I'll be like, look, we're going straight to Epcot and we're getting margaritas at fucking, what is it, Mexico or Spain?
Buddy.
Whatever it is. If it's
Mexico.
It's Mexico.
With the bean?
Best margarita I've had in my life was at Epcot Center. And I don't know if it's because there's like no booze there really at all. So by
all
the
the
time
magic.
you get the marg.
I love their margaritas in Mexico.
Oh, dude. When I
I
went to Disneyland, it was during Food and Wine Festival. Best time of my life. Just food trucks everywhere. I was getting jalapeno margaritas galore. I was
the Food and Wine
fucking
Festival's the
hammered.
best.
Okay, so number
love
2,
Food
we
and
all agree on that. Number 3, wear what you wore to the office. The guy who changed into skinny jeans and his going out shirt clearly has too much free time. Similarly, you don't want to be the girl who changes into like something really sexy, because then it's like, it's almost like you're dressing for the after party. You're not dressing for the work party. And then people are going to think you're a slut. So don't be extra.
Well,
yeah, definitely don't do that. But I don't agree with this. Don't wear what you, unless you're at work until, so like, let's say the party starts at 7 and you work till then, that fine. But if you get off at 5, why would I
wear the same
why would
thing?
you
They always purposefully start it long enough for you to go change, though.
Go home
I've never
and,
had
shower.
See, I've never
go take a shower. Let the guy who likes, my Panic at the Disco put his skinny jeans on. Then maybe you know him a little bit better.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I disagree with this because when I worked in the city and I always lived in like either like Brooklyn or Queens or Long Island or Westchester, like I'm not going to get on the train to go home when it's like an hour commute just to turn around, like change and then come back. And I would stay out.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Oh, you know what I did for that though?
I would like work till the time the party started.
I worked like way far away. I just brought some stuff with me. I mean, I had a friend that lived like close by and she was working there too. So like I just went to her place and got changed there. But like at the company I was working at, like they had a bathroom I could change into. They even had a locker room that I could take a shower in if I wanted to. Also, the company, when I'm hearing from this, just to let you know, the company that I worked for last, their Christmas party was on a Saturday. So what I'm hearing is that what I should have done was wear my Uggs and a sweater that I had to wear in the office because my boss wouldn't let me turn the heat on. And then not take a shower or anything and wait until Saturday to wear what I wore the day before.
Yeah, right.
And we went to like a fancy event where they said to dress up at.
There are
I
plenty
can
of
understand if you
outfits
have a
that
travel
aren't
time.
slutty. Yeah, you could wear something chic and elevated to your Christmas party that's not slutty.
Yeah, I think it depends on what time the party starts and what the dress code is. Because like I've been to the Christmas parties where like you are expected to dress up and you would look like an idiot if you wore your office clothes there. Everyone would be like, "What you don't care about this event that was put on for you?" So
Yeah, fuck
My
John
the Christmas parties that we had at the police department or whatever, they're like the official one. They always rented out a conference room at the Westgate Hotel, and it
Ooh.
was like girls showed up in like gowns. I mean, it was like a
Wow.
Same with all the ones we did. Everybody got dressed up, and we got everybody a hotel room too.
Wow.
Yeah, the Westgate
really
gave you
nice.
like a super
What-
discount.
Yeah.
What kind of job was that, Carmen?
So my ex and I used to own an environmental company. We cleaned up hazardous waste.
That's awesome.
Cool. Like what? Like locker rooms and things like that?
Lead, like if a refinery, there's tons of off products, and they would just leave them sludge, and they'd have to clean them up. And my ex invented a way to encapsulate like hazardous materials in a way that they wouldn't leach, and then we could put them back into the ground and they would be safe.
Oh, I should do that with the Beans diapers. Today he shat sideways out the side of his diaper.
Not up the back.
Not up the back. He went sideways. He shat out the leg part, and I was like, "How did you do that?"
Areas to shit out of.
He must have had some type of a rolling to the side by side situation while he was pooping or something.
He must have, because I was feeding him breakfast, and he was going. So he was shitting like in the high chair today. So maybe he was just like squeezing it out the side.
Well, yeah, maybe he thought he's trusting a fart, you know?
It was a shark.
The wonders of motherhood.
It's fun. You can't poop on your hands. So where would you wear to the office? I think do a festive sweater. Don't look too slutty, because these men at these office parties, they'll get drunk and they'll be all over you. So you really gotta have your shit together. Unless that's what you want, then go for
like
it.
a festive burqa, maybe. might be something to wear, right? No, don't do that. Imagine you're not.
You'll end up looking like
that
a Christmas
religion, and
tree.
you show up
Can
in
you
a
imagine?
burqa to the Christmas party. That would be very untoward.
A green glitter burqa.
But don't wear something that you wouldn't be uncomfortable with your boss seeing you in. I think that's a good gauge.
Yeah.
Yes, elevated but chic.
Yeah,
and
festive,
classy.
chic.
That's the dress.
Number 4, this is really important. Show up on time. Most seniors do. I don't know if they mean senior citizens or senior executives. Hang out with them for the first half hour and then keep your distance, which is perfect, because you get in that good FaceTime with the higher ups, but it's all before anyone's gonna get too drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
You
hang
get
out
a
with your
promotion
people.
when they're, at 4 a.m. when they're wasted. They may not remember that promotion.
And when you're on time,
Exactly.
it looks like you give a shit and you're enthusiastic about office things. Which, who appreciates that? The HR person or whoever planned it. They'll see you there on time and they'll be like, okay, cool.
The party planning
One of the
committee.
Christmas parties I went to, the HR person went to a hotel with one of the employees and was doing rails and slept with one of the guys in front of other employees.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well,
So
somebody's got.
So you
some,
work for Jordan
blackmail.
Belfort? Is that what you're saying?
maybe.
So number 5 is something that, you have to pretend, because number 5 is the reason any of us go to these things, but don't act excited about the open bar. Just be like, oh, there's an open bar here? Oh, I didn't even know.
Wow,
I'll
never.
partake.
That's so great.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I just came for the company.
Meanwhile, again, one of the office parties I went to, my boss is standing next to me. Drink more, Courtney, come on. we haven't met our, because they had prepaid the open bar, right? So they're like, we haven't hit the limit yet. We got to drink more. I know you got it in you. Let's go. So
Number
there was
6,
that.
I think the bosses, I think the CEOs want the people that they employ and shit upon all year long to let loose and have fun.
But they don't want to see that
the
fun.
things
They
they bought
do not
for
want to
them.
see you being loose. They think, oh, have a drink or two. That's their idea of letting loose. They don't want to see you doing the worm. Okay, they don't want to see you.
Okay, not the
taking your
worm,
top
but you
off.
could get casually toasted, I would say.
They don't want
right?
to see you getting fingered by the IT guy. They don't like.
No,
They want to
you
see
do
you
that
going,
in the bathroom.
tipping one back. They don't want to see you like very sloppy.
Again, I was the office darling when I attempted the worm and injured myself.
See?
They loved me.
Right.
Number 6.
It's
And
just
then-
you
and
got to
then
gauge
you
your
something to talk
environment.
about for the rest of the year. It breaks up the monotonous. I think that there's a certain amount of drinking you can do probably at a holiday party, especially if they have to meet a minimum at an open bar, you know.
That's true, Sam. Anyone who doesn't want to see you do the worm is someone you cut out of your life.
Yeah,
And
you don't want to work.
I remember
You don't want
like
to work there.
Frank has given me shit because I've done the worm at like several of his good friends' weddings over the years.
Oh,
He'd be like, what? Are you gonna do the worm this year? I'd be like, no, and then I would drink and then do it, and then
Chrissy,
finally,
you
like
did
it
it
was
at
our
your
wedding,
wedding.
and it was our wedding, and he's like, you're not gonna do the worm. I was like, oh God, no, I wouldn't. I want to ruin this beautiful dress. Sure enough, it was like late in the night, and I was like, I'm fucking doing it. I'm doing.
That's so funny. I never
doing
knew
the-
that because you were talking about it before the wedding that you were not going to do it, that you promised him you wouldn't.
I was like,
Don't
is
do
he
the worm, don't do
around?
the worm.
No, I'm doing it. I'm doing at least 1 or 2 worms.
It's a very impressive skill to have. So
It really
Yeah.
is.
You got to do it. I didn't. Yeah. I'm not really in my worming form at the moment, but
You will be.
You
Yeah.
did it at your bachelorette party too.
in fact, that's how I broke my water. I just wormed to the hospital. Can you imagine? I couldn't even sleep on my stomach. I can't imagine. Ugh, no, that's crazy. Okay, number 6, don't talk shop. I don't know. The last boss I have was basically making me send emails at the holiday party. So
Oh no.
Oh
it's
God.
nice if you can.
I don't
stick
know.
to
I
it.
think there's a line. Like
do.
you want to be careful when you talk shop because it always happens at the parties where you find your little work clique and you guys talk about stuff that's going on and as you would normally, and you forget that like a lot of the managers are there and they can hear you. So I think
Yeah.
there's a line on that one. I think it's okay, but don't do your normal shit talking with the managers around kind of thing, especially if there's
Yeah.
seniors
boss
there.
wants to talk to you when they're drunk about it, then take them up on that opportunity. Don't try and,
Absolutely. And don't say anything.
yes.
Just let them
Yep.
rant.
Yep.
let
yeah,
them
good
do
advice.
you. Right.
Yeah.
Number 7, don't flirt or dance with junior staff at the main event. Wait until the after party. I don't like
Don't
this
do
advice.
the after party either. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I don't
never
like
do it.
this because
party
if
has a
you're
main an after party, like you go to the bar
like
after.
you go to a bar
Okay.
after, yeah,
Don't do it.
there always is for the degenerates. But I think this is a bad idea because I don't know, unless you're okay with hooking up with somebody at the office, which I would not advise.
No, same.
Especially if but and he specifically mentions junior staff, so that's like a supervisor and somebody like don't do
Someone's
it.
assistant, yeah,
Yeah,
an,
don't do
an
it.
intern. Come on,
Yeah, and if there's
If you're a
interns
higher up,
involved,
don't do it.
no,
That never ends
can't
well,
do that.
ever.
Wait until the after
I
party.
agree.
I mean, yeah, if there's someone you've had your eye on all year, do not do it at the main event. Like, if you must be messy, wait till you find a dark corner at the after party. Sure. Number 8, get your adversaries as drunk as possible. Yes,
That's
that means your
diabolical.
boss. I would add in 8A, get your offer to get your boss drinks. Like literally be like, oh, someone could use another one. Because part of my last job was fetching things from my boss. So I was like, oh, I'll get you
I
another
fetched
drink.
you this report and this double shot of tequila.
Yeah.
There you go. No, I don't think the adversaries mean the boss. I think it means more like people that could get promoted over you.
Oh.
I would.
Yeah,
I
get
mean,
them to look as bad as possible.
if your boss
Yeah.
is your
That
adversary,
is
then you need to
crazy.
switch jobs. Yeah.
That's every job I've had. My boss has been my adversary. Uh,
Which is so surprising. You're so lovely. I can't imagine they wouldn't love you.
Bosses
You're
hate me.
conscientious and everything.
Bosses have hated me, except for when I worked for Kumia. All my day job bosses at like corporate and other types of jobs, I don't think any of them have really liked me. I think the more they got to know me, the more they were like, ugh, we'd rather not.
No, I all of my bosses have loved me, but I was terrible at my job. One of my dad was my boss, so for a while too, so he had to love me, and everyone
good.
had to love me because he, But any other like day job I've worked, shitty at the job, but personality gets you through. We can't fire her.
Mhm.
It keeps morale up because of her
Mhm.
idiocy, So
Wow.
there are two ways to stay at a company, Why would they
Yeah.
hate you, Chrissy? I can't imagine it.
I don't know. I think maybe I was just bad at every job. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's
But
so hard to believe.
I would always stay late. I would always work extra. I would always like stop taking my lunch breaks. I would always like do what I thought was like above and beyond. Like go to his fucking apartment and like
Oh God.
fetch him things like oh, I lost my travel folder. Ugh, and I would like had to print everything out again and like fucking walk it to his apartment on the Upper East Side.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's an insecurity. A lot of people
That
think
sounds like the devil wears Prada.
Yeah, he really was, but he's old. Bad combination of like limousine liberal, entitled, and old. So used to having things done a certain way. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, used to employees working way past the their clock out time, and doing
Mhm.
stuff like because that's a thing that I never would have done for any boss of mine ever, at all. But like I had one of my bosses, he like would ask my permission if it was okay to call him or to call me after I clocked out to ask me to clock back in to get my hours to help
her
him with
mic is
something really
low.
quick.
Your mic is low.
Am I too quiet? Hold on.
It's okay. Yeah, we want to hear what you're saying, but yeah.
I don't.
Okay,
No, I'm kidding.
Is it better? Did I?
Yeah, I'll turn your mic up
Better.
too on my end.
Am I
Okay.
here?
You're
Because
good
I
now.
feel like I'm always quiet in here and I don't know what I
You're
do.
good now. You're good
Okay.
now.
There you go. You're good.
But yeah, no, like one of my old bosses, he asked me permission if it would be okay if anytime that he needed my help with something after I clocked out, if he could call me to ask me to clock back in, to help him out with whatever. And he never asked me to go somewhere like to his freaking house. Like he would just be like, "Can you tell me how to do this thing?" Blah 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 blah. And they're like, "Okay, yeah,
Wow.
this, whatever."
Good.
So I've never like encountered a boss like that. I've heard of those, like I've heard that, but like yeah, it just sounds like your boss was one of those guys that was just used to people being willing to be stepped on to get to where they wanted to go, and like, you just weren't trying to work up the ladder there, maybe, and that he just decided to stomp all over you.
There was no upward mobility. I was an executive assistant. What am I going to be, like a super duper assistant? Like you're like top slave. So you're not
Chrissy,
gonna.
When you showed up with his new travel folder, did he open the door in a robe? I need to ask you this.
No.
Oh my God.
Thank goodness.
Oh my God. Yeah. What else?
Imagine if he did. He was like, "Yeah, come on in." You're like, "What am I, Gwyneth Paltrow, Harvey?"
He
Please?
would. My last boss too would like call me on my personal cell phone. It's not like he provided me a work cell phone. Would call me on my personal cell phone, and then bitch and complain when there was no room for him to leave a voicemail. Like, because I had and still do have saved voicemails from my mom and my dad. Like it's like now just like people have died voicemails. Like and then there's really no room. Like I have maybe room for one or two voicemails at any given time. And the rest are just like, hey, if I want to hear my mom's voice, I play in a voicemail. And but he would like give me shit like I can't leave a voicemail. I like to leave a voicemail. I'd be like, I don't know, text me, bruh. Also,
or pay for me to have a work cell phone.
Exactly. Number 9. This is good just for etiquette. Hold your wine glass by the stem and in your left hand, because if you hold it by the goblet, your hand heat will warm up the wine, which is also, it just looks classier.
Just a faux pas.
By the
But
stem.
I can't hold wine in my left hand. I'm too uncoordinated.
I was gonna say, if it's crowded though, absolutely not, because then you're just gonna bump into somebody maybe and drop the glass.
What if the wine glasses are stemless?
Oh, yeah, then you have to
Ooh.
do like a
You just put it
I
in
said
your
the
whirling. Like,
And that's you're supposed to the stemless ones. You're supposed to cup it just like that. You're not supposed to hold it like we all. And I do this too. I'm not judging, but we all
Like
hold it by
like
the
this.
side. But apparently, yeah, you're supposed to cup it.
Cup it
Apparently.
like a boob.
Yeah,
Like you're drinking out of a boob.
the boob cup.
Number 10, this one is I agree with. Hang out with the assistants. They all know the good gossip.
Yes, that is facts.
Facts, facts, facts.
I want to know what position this person thinks I work in.
I think
way
he's
that he's
talking to
talking.
like, I think he's talking to the managers and stuff. Maybe
Yeah,
not,
it
maybe
sounds
not
like he
high up,
is.
but yeah, managers, and
middle
the in-between
management.
guys. Yeah, for sure.
Hang out with I'd be like, hang out with the assistants. I am the assistant. Damn it.
And yes, I do know all the good gossip.
Yeah.
I
Number
know
11,
everything.
no social media. If you're posting to Instagram or Snapchat, people won't trust you. Which
No,
is
I do agree with this.
if you're a girl, I mean it depends. Like if it's a comedian, if it's like a comedy club Christmas party, it's kind of part of the gig. If you're in like showbiz, it's kind of part of the gig. But like, yeah,
Right.
your regular job.
It
like,
depends on what job. Yeah. An office, right. No, it's where people let loose. If it's a comedy, party at one of the clubs or something, that's why people go
expected.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Gleb. This is boring for you. This is oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Enjoy
You're
your
incredibly
band.
cool. Enjoy. You know what's going to be exciting and fun for you? Being banned. Goodbye.
Dang. Chris
Enjoy your
takes no
band.
prisoners.
You're saving people that have cancer. They love to listen to
yes.
it.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Gleb. What a
Gleb.
horrible name, too. Okay, number 12. Don't do easier said than done. Don't do or I guess it means say anything
Say.
inappropriate. It's still work, and HR never stops working. No,
Oh, that is
HR.
That's
HR
not
loves
true.
to keep receipts on everyone.
HR loves Christmas parties.
Yep. They bring a little notepad and they just observe everybody.
Poor Toby. I always think of The Office when I think of offices.
Oh.
Speaking
Number
of glasses, have y'all ever heard about I just learned about this, so I'm sharing. But my brother-in-law's like opening a restaurant, and he was talking about, he's like, oh, I want to get those glasses that are shaped like Marie Antoinette's breast. I was like, what? What are you talking about? And I guess there's a crystal drink glass designed to cup a whole breast. And it's called
They're Marie Antoinette's breasts.
Yeah.
No, I have one too.
Well,
It's called
them.
it's called whatever this is. I just sort of like
That is so specific. Why would you pick Marie Antoinette? I have so many questions.
Because she was an icon and she was beheaded. So we need to.
Yeah, it's like I was like just looking it up. It says this glass is often linked to legend, suggesting its shape was inspired by the breast of historical figure Marie Antoinette. Although there is no concrete evidence for this claim, the coupe glass has evolved over centuries, becoming popular for serving champagne and cocktails due to its elegant design and ability to enhance the drink experience.
everything's
True,
better
there
out of
is
the boob.
nothing more iconic and chic than a coupe glass. Honestly,
It's
I
true.
didn't know that it was Marie Antoinette's breasts. But if that is the case, then she was flat chested like me. So I'm all for it.
Okay, let's blow through these because we don't want to bore Gleb.
Poor Gleb.
Number
Ban
13,
him.
thank the person who organized the party logistic, which is again, this is going to be like an HR person or an assistant who's important. So yeah, thank the person. 14, this is so crucial. This is like any party. Leave early, but not first. If you leave first, everyone goes, oh, well, that person, oh, somebody's a big deal, has places to go, people to see.
I disagree. Oh yeah, I have another life outside of this. I will leave first.
You don't
that's
think it's
actually kind of
better
a
to like stay till the very end?
Absolutely
Not at a work party. It looks cooler, I think, to leave early but not first. So then there's a group of 3 chic people that are who's going to leave first? First,
You
it's
just
like,
wait. You wait until the people that everyone knows
wait.
is a parent that when they leave, because they're like, oh, I have to get home to my kids.
Right.
The babysitter is only here for however many hours. Once they leave, then you're like, okay,
Then you can
we're
go.
good.
if you're a cool, childless, like single executive assistant, and the bosses don't need anything else, I would rather like leave first and be like, they're like, oh, what a life she leads. It's alluring.
But then, wait a minute. I thought he said that we have to go to the after party to go flirt with the junior employees or whatever. So do we not
Right,
go to
this
that?
This guy is
Like,
contradicting
so
himself.
well,
These
yeah,
are
like, what do we
rules.
do?
These
'Cause,
are
like,
rules for the first main party.
if you go to the after party, then you're definitely not leaving early.
Right.
No, right.
So,
but he also
Or
said to show
you're
up
I don't
leaving
wanna listen to
first
him
to go
ever.
to the after party because, like, I'm gonna get f***ed up. I'm going to
Pretty
the after
stunning.
party now.
No,
I mean, yeah,
you
I want to go flirt with. I want to go bang that junior employee in the bathroom before anyone else gets to
Yeah.
the after
why
party.
doesn't
So
anyone have homes? Why is it always in a bathroom at a work function?
Because
why do they?
you're
Why,
not gonna do it in
you
front
think
of
they're gonna go
everyone.
all the way home to bang each other and then go to the after party?
Depends on where
Yeah.
you work.
They want to bang at the after party.
At
They want
it?
to. Yeah,
Number 15.
it's
Put your
not
card.
impossible for them to fuck somewhere else. They just want to do it at the party too.
This 15 proves that this guy is talking about men who are like middle to upper management. 15. Put your card behind the bar at the after party. It makes you the designated leader. So all the drinks can go on your tab. I've never made enough money to do this, but yeah, it is definitely a big D energy move. This is a boss move to be like, oh, well, drinks on me. This is my tab. I got the tab. So it's definitely cool.
If you are in the
Anyone
position to
can
do that,
leave an
then go to
open
the
tab when they buy a drink. That's just what people
Oh,
do when they
no.
want to buy more than one drink when they
It
order a
is
drink
No,
at a
this means
bar.
you're the tab.
Yeah. Just put it on me. Even if they leave a card or whatever, just put it on here. If you're in the position to do that,
That's a man move. If you're a man in charge, you do that. Not for me. Okay? Because
Yeah,
I'll
sounds
do that,
right.
and then my card will be declined, and I'll feel like an asshole.
I say if you're a smart person who's smart with their money, don't do that. And yeah, you're. I don't care how rich you are. It just looks like you're very dumb with your money if you do that.
But
From my
Anthony Cumia
perspective,
would
at
do
least.
this.
so much
Cumia,
love, though.
Cumia would
Like,
famously, my God, my engagement party, he did this, which was a very slick move. The bar was closing, and he very smoothly, like, he had like $100 bill. He's like, "How about you stay open, and this will buy everyone around." And I was like, "Whoo, okay." And then it totally worked. The bartender, she stayed there. She stayed another 2 hours.
Whoa.
So
see, yeah,
that
no,
can- that can work.
that is a very slick, very cool move. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, put it on me. Right.
16, make sure your iPhone alarm clock is already set for the morning.
Oh, shut up.
They usually don't do them on a weekday, do they?
No.
Some do.
Really? Oh, okay.
I've never been one on the weekday. It was either
I've had
Friday
them on
or Saturday
Thursdays.
night.
I've had them on Thursdays because people don't want to kill their weekends. People think like, oh, you won't come out if it's a Friday because people want to be with their families or that's a date night or whatever. So they will make it on like a lower stakes night, like a Thursday.
Oh
Also,
man,
you
the
can
companies
rent
I
out a
worked
place
for.
easier on a weekday and for
See,
cheaper.
The companies I worked for would throw parties, the Christmas parties on a Friday night or a Saturday night, and they made it like nobody wanted to miss it. Like everybody would look forward to that party all year round. So like they could have done it on a freaking Sunday morning if they wanted to. It didn't matter. Everybody wanted to go. So they're just throwing really shitty parties if they have to do it on a weeknight so that nobody wants to quote unquote miss their weekend or whatever.
Wouldn't it be funny if they made it on a Sunday morning at 7 a.m.?
Yeah.
And number 17, always be first into the office the next day. Woof. This would prove that you are not hungover. But you know, even if you are hungover, you know, just sleep at the office. How about that?
No, but it's the good, like, hey man, rough night last night. Like it's I feel like it's more
There's
like, well, no,
camaraderie
I'm here,
there.
nothing happened. That's weirder. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
At
Okay.
least be on time at work on Monday morning.
On time.
On
Elon
time,
Musk,
not
your
in
buddies
time.
up. Yeah.
Elon Musk responded to that tweet and said, a hot lady grabbed my penis at a Microsoft Christmas party when I was 19. It was memorable.
Microsoft.
Oh my god.
whoa.
So funny. He's
Okay.
so funny. He does stupid stuff all
Do
the
you
time. And I
guys
love
want
it.
to talk about this Sydney Sweeney debacle? How people are calling
Absolutely.
her
Yes.
ugly and mid. This reminds me
This
very
mofo
much
was
of
like,
the,
she's
of the Margot Robbie debacle.
It's the same nonsense we hear over and over again. We get it. You're closeted gay. You don't like women. Next. Like, what?
The guy that quote tweeted this was like, all women are catfishing. It's the degree of the catfish. I'm like, what exactly is she catfishing?
That
like, I'm
is
so
not
confused.
catfishing. And Courtney is right. They're either an incel that just literally just can never come out of their basement and get laid because they've never seen a woman, just like with nothing on, no makeup on or no whatever, or they are hiding their homosexuality. I mean, it's either one or the other. It's ridiculous to call this woman mid. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is how women look. Grow
Yeah,
up.
the whole thing is stupid. I'm like, snore. This is boring. We get it. You are obsessed with fresh and fit or fucking whatever, and you can't
Who
get laid.
initially
You hate
posted
women.
it that she was mid?
I'll see if I can find it. Hold on. I can't remember his thing. But
It's so funny too, because like the whole time I'm looking at it, I just like I don't really have an opinion on it. All I could think about is how bizarre it is and what kind of camera that person must have, because she literally has
like hiding in the bushes, right?
Or worse, it's like they're out on a boat and they've got some incredibly long.
Oh, he deleted it. The coward.
Yeah, because he probably got beat up in the comments and realized that he's a look at that ass.
My God, she's
God.
super hot.
I found it. He did delete it. Here we go. Hold on. I'm gonna put it in the private chat.
27-year-old
she
star
has a
showed
cute
off.
doggy.
Look at this husky. She was luxuriating at a $13 million waterfront mansion in the Florida Keys on Wednesday. Somebody's doing well. Sweeney wore a purple two-piece. Oh, how embarrassing. Look at all my ads here.
Girl, you need to use that ad blocker, at least just for SimpCast.
Everyone can see I'm going to buy a stocking for the bean.
I still haven't seen any racist betting, though.
Chrissy, I put that guy's post in the private chat.
Okay. Who
I
is
just, yeah,
this
your
man?
reporters. Also, her dog is beautiful. That's a whole nother.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I couldn't even tell who it was because her shades were obscuring her face, and I was like, "Oh, look at that lady with a really nice body."
Here we go. From Nuclear Claudio, Dominican. That says everything I need to know. All women aren't catfishes. The question is, to what degree? She's beautiful. Like, what are you?
What is
She's
she
not.
catfishing
She doesn't
here?
have
That
a
is
blowout. She
not-
doesn't have makeup. What is your problem here? You think she's
And
fat?
you're right. That's not the definition of a catfish. Like, this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. Maybe it's a language thing. I don't know.
Neve Schulman would not call this catfishing. That is Sydney
No.
Sweeney. Right. Fuck off. Are you insane? Also, lighting is a factor or whatever, but she still looks hot here. And I'm sorry, she has giant natural breasts and natural sex appeal. You can fuck right off anybody calling her mid. Anybody
the
would
way
be
off.
lucky to bone this woman, and you're mad that you never will, you piece of shit. Blow me. How about that?
Yeah, he's emotionally unstable, needs to get help, and needs to learn how to just be like normal around women. Because if you're just normal around women, you'll find one that wants to have sex
She's
with you. But
sunbathing. This isn't a photo
when you're
shoot.
this, no one's gonna want to be around you, and then you're gonna end up being Elliot Rodger.
Just because women
which you
look
should.
different when they're made up versus just chilling, like that doesn't mean someone's trying to trick you. It's just like, oh, she's not working right now. She's not all done up.
We're not on a red carpet. We all wish we could look like we're on a red carpet 24/7. I don't know one woman that wouldn't be like, no, I don't want to look that good all the time, just magically. But unfortunately, we can't.
Yeah, and how awesome to find somebody that looks that great, like amazing, without a stitch of makeup on, in the sun, not knowing anybody. She's not even probably giving a crap about her posture, anything.
Right. Right.
Oh yeah, I would look like a
this creepy guy is
friggin-
hiding in the bushes.
Oh, no, he's pushing his Substack. Blech.
Of course.
I would look like a friggin' trash gremlin if they were taking pictures of me wandering around in a
Is
swimsuit.
Ashley Sinclair
What do they
saying
want
not at
from
all? Some of us don't let ourselves go and get chunky. Is Ashley Sinclair really calling her chunky? Wow.
That's what I saw her comment.
Well,
too. I was
no,
like,
wait. Keep in mind that's Ashley Sinclair, not Ashley St. Clair.
Oh yeah, I know the difference.
Okay. I have definitely confused them before, but still.
I have done that before, so I just have to look. But yeah.
Yeah, I was have to double check.
And
She
they
was
said-
saying weird comments on Camelot's post about it too, and I was like, "Is this woman like jealous of Sydney Sweeney? What's going on
just,
here? Like this is."
She's a very fit porn star, I guess. and
Well,
that's,
she's
like, her-
retarded because she doesn't understand that Sydney Sweeney's body right now is in fighting shape because she has a role as a fighter in a movie.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
she's not even
fat;
chunky.
it's fighting. She's
If
like
you can
she's
call
both.
that fat, then we should all just, I don't know.
I'm
give
gonna
the
jump off of a
fuck,
bridge.
like,
My God,
yeah.
I might as well be Lizzo for crying out loud. That's fat. That's insane. She's
the
also
fact there's a lot of men that actually really have shifted away from makeup because it's gotten so ridiculous that they actually like a woman that doesn't wear makeup.
Yeah, look at
Yeah,
Mark
yeah, 'cause
Aquino's
the girls
comment.
on social media. Yeah. the
If you've
social
never
media
seen a
craze.
woman without her hair and makeup done, then maybe seeing these photos might shock you. Newsflash: most women don't wake up in the morning looking like they do when they go out. Yeah, that tells me that this guy has like never had a girlfriend or a wife.
Incel with a problem. Right. Like
yeah. And one of my favorite stories of this
Pearl
is
follows him.
Jenna
Of
Marbles.
course she
is, like-
does. Of course she does.
Wait,
I
who
had
does?
to stop following Pearl. I was following her.
Oh, Pearl.
But oh
Yeah,
my
I
God, when
muted
she
her.
posted that Lily post, oh my gosh.
I muted her so long ago because she's so stupid. She just makes up numbers. She makes shit up just to like. She's just an idiot. She's useless
Clam,
and like
you wanna-
not.
yeah.
She's not worthy of anyone's time or energy. She's just dumb. This guy here is proving to. He's saying weird stuff to make everyone know that he's never spent the night with a woman. Never had a girlfriend before. We don't care that you about your relationship status, sir. Just go be normal. Learn how to be normal. Stop following Pearl. Stop being part of Pearl's world. Stop posting things that Pearl would want to follow.
Is this what he looks like?
Is that what he looks?
It's a little bit of a red flag to have your face out of your profile shot.
Yeah, so the on the left with the headphones, that's the picture he's posting of himself supposedly when people are like, "Well, show your face then." It's very similar. Like he's got different poses, but yeah, that's him.
Well, is that a wig in the right?
Looks like it.
Yeah. Listen, that's
Oh,
not a
he's
bad looking
responded-
guy.
He's
but
responding to like
okay.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go find a nice man. They're calling him gay. Wow.
I'd find it very. I would be remiss if out of 100 men that even one of them didn't want to bone Sydney Sweeney. Okay.
Look at his response. I wouldn't. I mean, this guy says, "Is that supposed to be unattractive?" He says, "I mean, I wouldn't. I guess want my future wife looking like this, but it isn't goo ga Looney Tunes wolf hitting himself with a bat level."
What?
This man is drunk.
To me,
I
just
don't know.
I don't know. To me, maybe he's just into like Hispanic chicks with like bigger frames. That's what that tells me. Like a bigger like tits and ass, because she's kind of
She's
like
petite
more
with
slim.
alluring eyes and giant tits. What the fuck else do you want? I don't know what else you could imagine. Like,
wow.
Well, and it's so weird to me that like, why do we care about a person's opinion on this? Because like, it doesn't matter if I think somebody is absolutely stunning. Other people are just not going to think that person's absolutely stunning.
This guy is mid.
How it is.
You're mid nuclear.
like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and he
Right,
looks like shit. I'm just kidding.
It's just like even like whatever. Okay, I get it. You think that absolutely beautiful women are ugly. Okay, why do I care? Why do I care?
And who's she trying to fool?
Well,
She's like
obviously,
by
it wasn't
herself
so weird
sunbathing.
because it
Right,
went
and she looks like herself. Like even if he responded, somebody responds to this post and was like a picture of her on the red carpet versus one of these pictures. I'm like, it's literally still her. There's nothing catfish about that. She's enhanced. What the?
Catfishing.
I can't.
Neve would roll over if he were dead in his grave, but he's not dead.
Right?
Neve
He may
needs
roll
to
over
calm
anyway.
down. Yeah.
He would die and then roll over in his grave and then come back to life.
And then roll more.
This is wrong.
I'm having a tiny orange.
The idiocy.
These are my favorite
Also,
things to
she does
eat when I
have
was
big,
pregnant.
giant boobs in a good way. She has
Mhm.
underwire on her bathing suit. Like,
Yeah.
please. Are we telling? Are we saying she's mid? She's definitely not. Not in my opinion.
I think when the Kardashian look becomes the norm, you're gonna think somebody like this is mid because Kardashians, like, you know, the BBLs got so popular. You gotta have a big ass, big hips, tits to the ceiling, and you gotta have a cut crease, smoky eye, you know, from the moment you wake up till the moment you fall
They're
asleep.
actually going thinner now with Ozempic and things. None of them have claimed to have been on Ozempic, but they're all a lot thinner now. Way
They took
thinner.
their ass
Well,
and
yeah,
worked
Khloe
out.
Kardashian got her BBL dissolved, and
Yeah. Maybe I should get mine dissolved.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna say when I get back in shape. I'll be like, "Oh no, I just had my BBL dissolved. No big deal."
yeah.
What a strange world we live in.
Also, here's something no one brought up. She's an incredible fucking actress. Okay. She's just
Mhm.
probably on vacation, not thinking anybody
Not
with
allowed.
a long fucking camera lens.
Minding her
And can we
business.
talk about her incredible body of work and not her body? No, we
I mean,
can't.
I like
Because
talking about her
that guy with
body.
the headphones around his neck, taking a picture of himself in his car, said that she was mid. Awful. What a loser. Hate it. And
Maybe
he's
he
not a
just did it for Twitter bucks. If you
That's
think
what I
about
think.
it.
That's
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
He's just like Clam, and he's as ugly on the inside as she is on the outside.
Dude,
That's what we
she's
should all do to
fucking
make
hideous.
more Twitter bucks. Like, just say something wrong.
Something just ridiculous.
That's gonna offend people. I already say offensive.
I wouldn't
things,
even
so
know what to say. Wouldn't even know.
Say something racist.
Something like this. You post something, but do it with a man. Just be like, Henry Cavill is a catfish, and he's the most mid man I've ever seen in my life. And then there you go. You're welcome. There's your
Okay.
payout.
Yes.
That's funny.
You know,
He's a
yeah,
catfish.
you know who gets me sliding out of my chair? Paul Giamatti. Yeah. Oh, I masturbate to Paul Giamatti all day long. Right. So that people would be like, "What's wrong with you?" Right. Okay.
That's hilarious.
You know who I flick my bean to? Jordan Peterson.
There you go. There you go. You could go
Oh,
the
yeah.
true crime route. You could go the true crime route and pick like one of the serial killer guys or whatever, and be like,
Oh,
"This is
Ted
it right here."
Bundy.
Oh my
just the
gosh,
hottest
Snooks,
guy
you have
on earth.
such a,
Right.
you could be a writer. You have a
There's
have
ways you can
a
go with this.
mind.
Okay. I gotta blow through a couple of these. Aaron James, one of my close girlfriends' ex took the picture. Oh.
So it was a man.
Aaron, you're
course it
due for a
was.
new photo.
Oh, his picture. Okay, got it.
Shock 2957. Maybe TSA could do breast cancer screening while they are copping a field check for cancer. Feel for the men prostrate check.
That's so
Right? I mean,
true.
they like, God.
I
They're
got a
already there
pretty
anyway.
thorough check. Like, Kiana took this photo of me while I was pregnant with the woman basically had her like what looked like her whole hand up my ass. It was just the angle.
She got
was
in
feeling
there.
way up my inner leg. And I was like, what are you trying to do? Pop my water?
It was at the airport.
You're just getting a cervical cancer
Yeah.
screening.
I was like, how dilated am I while you're down there? Ass pennies, F office Christmas parties. I'm a manager, but see, you can say that ass pennies as a manager, but like if you're an underling, you have to go.
Also, if
Just,
you're a
you know.
manager, your name on YouTube probably shouldn't be Ass Pennies. I'm just,
But-
I don't know.
well, he probably. I mean, it's better than him telling everybody what his name is
real
and like
name?
where he works.
Maybe it's
Mr.
Ass Pennies.
I don't know.
Incorporated.
I feel like Ass Pennies. We don't know where he works.
Can
so I
you
think it's
imagine?
fine.
He's like a manager at Morgan Stanley, and his license plate is literally ass pennies.
Ass Pennies.
Like it's his
Right. Maybe they would, if he went to the Christmas party, the executive assistant would find out, yeah, I'm Ass Pennies on YouTube, but he doesn't go because he doesn't want to unveil it.
Yep. K-Max, thank you for the yellow boy is the key to an office Christmas party, not to let everyone see you drunk. I imagine if Compound Media had one with Anthony and Gavin before, that Chrissy kept herself sober. Gavin only came in the last year or so, and we really haven't had Christmas parties. which sucks. Which is like there was a lot wrong about how that place was run, but like there was no HR person. There was no one really like handling like that sort of a thing. It would have been great. I think maybe the morale would have been better. There would have been more like camaraderie if we had like a Christmas party every year or like something. Like,
It's because every day at Sullivan's was a Christmas party. That
that's
level
true.
of drunk. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. If you wanted to drink, you just go next door after your show.
Right. At 9 a.m. in the old
Mhm.
days when I met Gino, but
Yeah. Aw. As pennies again. Thank you for the yellow boy. I worked for an oil and gas company. They know how to party, open coke and weed. Were par for the course, and CEO paid a woman to take her top off one year. Wow. Was
Wow.
it someone who worked there?
Wow.
Did he pay her enough money to like be able to quit the next day because she doesn't want everyone remembering that moment?
Yeah. The CEO paid a woman. It was his assistant.
yeah, that sounds like an HR nightmare.
Yeah. Here's $100K. Take the year off.
Russell Hall, I hold my wine glass at the base like a boss. Russell Hall again, glebbed nothing wrong. I disagree. He's hanging by a thread. Derek C, congratulations to Candace Owens on her award. What did she win, Derek? Russell Hall, what's the proper etiquette for an obligatory butt on the copy machine at the office party? Balls or no balls? I would say no balls.
Yeah, you don't want them to be able to identify whose butt it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By
And
what?
also,
The
if you have
balls?
any like
Yeah.
distinguishing marks on your bum,
David
don't do
Brownfield.
it.
I know. I would know those balls anywhere. What do you mean?
You're like, hold on, ball check, everyone, stand up. I will furiously tug on it to Sydney Sweeney. Thank you for telling us. Derek C. Chrissy, please install the Brave browser and uninstall the uBlock Origin ad blocker extension. I have the Brave browser. I just I'm not using it.
I
yet.
sent you that link to that ad guard, and it's free. You can use it, and you'll never even notice that it's there.
I kind of like you guys seeing what kind of ads I get. It's funny. Verbal Riot. Hello, ladies. You look ravishing. Just wanted to give props to Carmen for sporting the Verbal Riot glasses tonight. Ooh. Thank you.
Didn't even know I was.
K-Max. While Twitter users are making fun of Sydney Sweeney, my 600-pound life plays on the Lifetime channel right now. Always perspective is needed. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, those girls clean up. They're always having a boyfriend. Russell Hulk.
Cool. I didn't even
Courtney
know.
keeps insinuating that she's fat. I'll be honest, you can't tell from this angle. But if true, she should prove it with a truffle shuffle.
I don't know what's a truffle shuffle though.
Sounds
I think it's something to do with mushrooms.
Oh,
No, I think it's from the Sandlot.
Oh, I don't know. Russell, you're gonna have to explain what a truffle. Look. All I'm
Just for
saying is
$5,
that
she's not shuffling.
I'm chunkier than these people. So if she's fat, I'm a beached whale. Is all I'm saying.
If
not.
you're a beach
You're
whale,
not.
then I'm a planet.
I am a dead whale, a bloated, sitting on the beach,
Ready
stinking
to
for
explode.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, like the one that was exploded in Oregon.
The exploding whale, and
There was
then
an
pieces.
exploding whale.
I
Oh
have a
yeah, it's amazing. Chunks of the whale landed on people's cars and like destroyed them.
Broke,
Oh
it
no.
broke their windshields and things because they didn't know what to do with the beach whale. So they put dynamite in it.
It's from the Goonies. The truffle shuffle's from the
No.
Goonies. Okay, thank you, chat. David Brownfield, I will furiously tug it to Paul Giamatti. Wow.
Wow.
too.
Okay, everybody,
Actually,
just
guys,
send in your super chats and let us know who you would tug it to. Apparently, that's what.
Paul Giamatti.
Russell, Keanu's choice of Paul Giamatti for her celebrity crush explains a lot regarding her choice for a life partner.
How dare you? Number one. Number two, good point.
Pilgrim Media Ass Pennies, party of 2.
Ass pennies.
Magnum North, thank you for the yellow boy. Congratulations to Destiny for becoming his true self by fill in the blank. I was thinking about this the other day. Like if Destiny ever had a baby, it would be Destiny's child.
He has a kid.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no. Really?
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
I
yeah.
don't know how old he is now. I think he's probably
Aw.
like, I don't know, close to 10, I think. But
That's what I would
Aw.
guess too, just based off of hearing him.
he's
Oh,
had
boy.
like he's done streams where he'll like he was like gaming with his kid, and like you could hear the
That's
kid's voice, and they're
child.
like they were
Really?
laughing. Yeah, it was actually
Oh,
really
man.
cute.
All
But
right.
that was like years ago. Because he was like 5 or something like that. It was forever. It was like a
Yeah.
very old stream. Then some guy was saying that he abused his kid because he like tricked him and like killed the character, his game character, like pushed him off a building or something.
That sounds horrible.
It was funny. The kids started laughing. He's like, "You got me." He's like, "Yeah, because you tried to get me." It was cute. But again, it was like 4 years ago or something like that.
How do you remember all this stuff?
People have been
Sydney?
all
I don't
over him
know.
lately about his jaw, and somebody was saying it's an Adderall addiction. Does that?
Oh.
I don't know anyone that has Adderall addiction, so I don't know.
take
Is that
Adderall. I've been taking
where
Adderall
it's from?
forever. Does my jaw do that?
If you abuse Adderall, maybe or I don't know, an upper addiction of some sort would make
I
your
wonder how
jaw
much he's on.
I've never heard.
I don't think it's
that.
Adderall. I think it's like, I don't know, cocaine or meth or something, but it's also low testosterone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's very low T. Mhm.
Let's
Absolutely.
sashay.
Shantae.
Actually, let's sashay to a
Sashay.
different but similar topic. La 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 la. This has to do. Speaking of mids.
Pam.
Okay, soldiers. Let's break down some film. Today we're going to go over why effing around with low to mid 7s are way better than effing around with low to mid 8s on a consistent basis. This is some major intel, so make sure to take notes and DM for questions. And we have Pam here, I guess, as the 7, and I don't actually know this lady's
Amy
name.
Adams.
Amy Adams representing
Amy
the
Adams
8.
or yeah.
Yeah.
Both
Amy-
in
Amy
the
Adams.
episode of this is the Office episode where
Mhm.
Pam obviously ends up with Jim, the hottie of the Office, but the other redhead, Amy Adams, for a while he was with her.
So mid doesn't mean middle then. It doesn't mean you're like a
What?
middle range, because I thought that's what it
Wouldn't mid
was.
be 5?
That's what
You
I
would
thought. Like
think,
a
yeah.
7 or an 8 is not a mid. Why are these men retarded?
I mean,
Oh,
they're not even
honestly.
mentioning. I don't think they're even going to mention a 3 or a 4. That's like a hot.
The red pill movement has been an
hunchback.
actual just dark time. on the internet. It really
But
has.
also
I'm
with
so done.
redheads, like Clam could never. Pearl could never look like either of these mid ladies.
Right?
Are you
That's
kidding?
true.
Yeah. So please, Pam is adorable and she has a marvelous personality. Amy Adams is a goddamn Oscar-winning actress. Beautiful. And this is like when she first started like acting in things. This is a long time ago. They can fuck
All right, let's hear this guy's
Here.
rationale for this.
I'm
Okay,
scared.
let's make this clear for the slow readers and soldiers who don't understand basic concepts. If we are talking one-night stands or strictly sexual relationships, you always aim for the best quality women you can, of course. Why wouldn't you?
Obviously, basic concept.
Not Sydney Sweeney, though.
It is.
Obviously, there are women in the low to mid 8s who have the attractive assets and also have the low to mid 7 qualities I'm speaking of. However, I am talking about the general population that I have personally come across in my lifetime. Shout out to girls who beat the odds. Here's my issue with the low to mid 8s. They usually come in 2 forms. The girls who are in fact 8s, who think they are 9s and 10s, they think having a couple thousand Instagram followers is a big deal. They were one of the hottest girls at their high school or hometown. Then you get the girls who actually were 9s and 10s at one point in their life, but they regressed as time went on. This mostly happens to when girls have kids, lose healthy habits, get too comfortable in old relationships, or just get older with time. Sad to see this happen, honestly. This is incredibly
Getting
sad.
older with time. So sad.
Yeah, it's
Everybody,
like
Everyone gets
nice
older.
logic.
Everyone gets
Thank you,
older.
Sergeant Blackout. Awesome. Great points here. What the fuck?
And are you kidding me? Have you seen men hello,
Paul
dad bods
Giamatti?
are a thing.
Yep.
I would say more so guys. I would say women are more conscientious when it comes to how they look, but I could be wrong.
No, we are. Also, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you say to your man, I'm gonna go, I have my Botox appointment, right? No, don't do that to your face. If you don't say it to them, they'll never know that you did it, and then you will remain 30 years old for the rest of your life. If you really will. If you have giant boobs like Sydney Sweeney, and then somebody with a giant lens camera catches her on, just not red carpet ready, then she's mid. I pulled my light down. I got so excited. It's insane, and no man even thinks about it. And if you think any man on the news, or if you think Brad Pitt or Leonardo DiCaprio isn't injecting botulism into their face at least a little bit, you are
Right?
sorely fucking mistaken. So
Okay, he goes on to say the biggest issue with women compared to men is that men see everything at face value and women see everything based on how they feel at that time in their lives. Okay. Example for men that have jobs, stay fit, and try to consistently better their lives, expect to deal with women with the same ideology or have the attractiveness factor to make up for it. Men typically know what is in our range to pull. Example for women typically think their looks are 1 to 2 more grades than they actually are, and that leads them to think they can pull 1 to 2 grades above reality. If they feel like they are worth more at that point in their life, they fully believe it and create tunnel vision. He's not even acknowledging women with low self-esteem who actually
it's
thinks
the
that
exact
they're
opposite.
And it
the
actually has
opposite.
been absolutely proven wrong. Remember when they did that Dove thing where the woman would describe herself to the guy who was doing the like criminal drawings type of guy?
Oh, yes.
And they were always uglier. And then when they would have somebody else do it for them, they were prettier.
Yeah.
Every time. And it
This
was the
man-
opposite for men. Men all made themselves better looking than they were.
This man is severely damaged and should probably be taken out to the field and thrown out because he is not recoverable.
Oh, he's a Phillies fan. Oh, God. Well, I should have read that earlier. That makes sense. It all makes sense now. Oops, let's go back. So basically, to sum it all up, most
He's
low to
damaged.
mid 8s don't actually think they are 8s. I mean, when you break it down, if you are 8, you are still attractive, but just missing a few attributes. I have found attitude is consistently one of those attributes they are missing. Let's talk about low to mid 7s now. They are by no means ugly women at all. These are good-looking girls that honestly 95% of men would happily hook up with. These girls just aren't quite on that 8 level. Possible reasons: only 50% of the key physical features men look at, not enough sex appeal, or maybe some grading factors that hurt her. Like, for example, I know of a few 7s who are actually hotter than 8s, so because they are so exhausting to be around, they get lower grades. It just
Oh, so
sounds like
now
grading
all of a
system.
sudden personality matters? Now
It
all of
sounds
a
like
sudden personality matters?
he is
Weird.
talking about like maybe 6 women from his hometown. I think that's what this whole thread is
Right.
about. Like just the very few specific people he knows and deals with.
He was abused by his mom and he's damaged beyond all repair and is obsessed with red pill bullshit.
Yeah.
That's all this
And I
is.
think
He's
his profile picture is a photo of Ronnie Mund or something. If it's him, then I have no idea. But this is
I don't even know what the hell that is, and I'm never gonna find out. He is he's damaged. He's severely hurt and broken and he will never get help. So and honestly, if he got help, I don't think he's repairable. I think that he just needs to get euthanized and call it good.
I think the one small
Absolutely.
nugget of truth here is that your attitude can take you far. Like if you have a great enthusiasm for life or bedroom
And
stuff,
joie de
and
vivre.
then your looks are meh, then the enthusiasm can take you further. But that's true of anybody. Let's see. He says, I'm not here to talk about specific women, talking about a generalization here. The keyword drop off here is we typically go from 7 to 8. 7s are cute, 8s are hot. Finally, let's get into my theory. When we are talking about dealing with low mid 8s consistently, you have to deal with the following things that are that are effing annoying. They're always looking or included in drama, social media addicts that can be very self-absorbed, only into women activities, not men's, questioning every decision you make, Prioritize their schedule over yours. Hassle to bring out. It sounds like he's just talking about young women, like women that are
Hassle to
like,
bring out
I don't know,
all around your
27
friends.
or younger.
Is this Pearl's other Twitter?
This might be. It might be.
Honestly, I think that I think that it has to be. It's so bizarre that it has to be.
Jay here is saying attitude doesn't go into account for the number rating system.
He
It's
literally just
looks.
said it, Jay, though. He said they're
He's-
exhausting to be around. So it's their attitude or personality or whatever he meant by that. He brought it up, not her.
Yeah, Jake, don't tell Chrissy, tell him.
Yeah. He's the one that brought it up.
Yeah, this just sounds like someone is like immature. These are immature woman things to do.
It's clam.
When
I'm
you're
telling
dealing
you.
with low to mid sevens, they don't have drama. They don't have to get involved in it. They use social media, but for the right reasons. Fun, memories, expression. 3, they're into women activities, but they can appreciate and participate in yours. 4, these just sound like better quality women. I don't know if it has to do with looks. Like the less attractive you are, the nicer person you are. That's what this guy is basically saying.
Right.
4,
Okay.
don't ask questions at all unless it affects them directly. 5, they can coexist with you and they don't mind taking a backseat to your schedule. That just sounds like someone who's flexible. They're a joy to bring out and be around your friends. Your friends see her as a friend too and think she's fun, not going to ruin your night. As time goes on, I see a lot of my peers actually settle down with 7s over 8s at a super high rate and think these reasons have a lot to do with it. I don't blame them, honestly. Now, again, this post isn't saying 7s are better than 8s. I respect the system. If I'm at a bar and I have a choice to hook up with an 8 over a 7, I'm doing that every time. But if we're talking situationship or consistent hangouts, I'm taking the 7. Lastly, most important fact, 8s steal the bumps from your bag. 7s have their own bags.
Okay, talk about somebody with an Adderall
women weren't
addiction.
supposed to be
It's
working.
this
Oh my
Colonel Mustard in here. Okay, this man took way too much time in this, and whatever happened, you cannot generalize people like this. You just
Wait,
can't.
why does he have a bag with cocaine in it that his girlfriend, his 8th girlfriend, is just rifling through for coke?
Sevens
Like,
have their
sir,
own bags, but
It's
sevens
tough.
have their own bags. But this same guy and people that follow him and agree with him or whoever this person is are also going to be like, women shouldn't be working. We as men need to take back the house. Women need to stay home. Blah blah. Will you please pick a side? Good Lord.
Yeah.
Is your wife
They don't
taking
know
the
what they
bag
want.
out of
They
your-
have no. They're just broken, and they just need to find something to attack women for. And so, why do I care about what he has to say?
You cannot generalize people like this. You take people one-on-one, but I assume you don't see many people, Sergeant.
Lisa says this dude has never hooked up with an 8.
No, he's never hooked up with anything more than a 3.
100% he's a virgin.
And why isn't he talking about the 6s of the world? Okay.
The actual mids, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
5.
the average person. The average person.
Haven't we
of
all
all
hooked up
women?
with a 2 or a 3 at one point or another?
I wouldn't know. I blacked out that stage of my life.
No.
In conclusion, he's wrong. And
This
we're
guy
right.
sucks. This guy's sad. He's just very pathetic.
Do I even want to know the comments? Probably not.
Do men is this how men operate? Like just being like,
No, he's not a man.
constantly-
He's probably watching this right now, and I feel for you, sire. Please don't, off yourself or whatever this weird thing is that you're doing. Like,
wow, did a
Listen.
12-year-old write this? I can
No,
say more than
it's
5
Pearl,
words.
remember?
Looks fade, crazy
Lisa
as forever.
Sounds like Pearl.
I think it's Clam for sure. Yeah. Don't offer yourself.
I don't
either.
think Clam would say tortured Phillies fan.
But maybe
He's
just
tortured.
yeah.
I mean, right there. It's right there in the bio. Tortured. Yeah. Well, life hurts. Well. Like, gosh,
His
shut
hinge
up,
post
dude.
is something else too.
Shall we look at his manifesto next, or
Oh, God. No, he's
know.
boring as hell. My God.
I'm just teasing. I fucking hope he doesn't have a manifesto. Or was that it?
That's
This guy,
probably
he's
it.
calling her a 6.4. Oh, but due to the massive jugs, she gets a 7.6.
Let
So-
me put you on
7.6
look at that last line. Let me put you on game here to secure the deal, buddy. I'm scrolling through your profile right now. You can't even spell half the time. What are you charging people? What is going on here?
Wow, interesting. Interesting. Mr.
Wow.
Sniper.
He likes
I don't know.
Modelo. Okay.
Is this men in the chat? Is this how you guys talk about women?
Probably. No.
I mean, not normal men.
Let's see. Magnum Norris, every woman is a 10 to most. Oh, really? Thank you, Magnum Norris. I don't like naggers. That's naggers with an A. Tuck, I'd like to sample your sushi.
Oh,
Hey.
I mean,
Hey.
thank you.
Magnum Norris, City Sweeney can drop a deuce on my floor anytime and then slap me.
What about in your bed?
This is exactly why men are so they're not giving up anything. For Nookie, they'll do anything. Take a shit on my floor and then slap me. I
On
love
my
you,
face.
Sydney.
Russell Hall, nothing gets a woman hotter for you than telling her that you want her to pinch a loaf on your floor and be it yo oop.
It
doesn't make any sense.
Is that
I
code?
think he had a stroke at the end there.
He stroked his keys and then he stroked away.
Whoopsie.
Okay, this is a good question. La 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 la. It's about Trump. This is from Libby Emmons. We've had her on the show. We like Libby. Is this cancel culture? DC waitress is fired after claiming she would refuse to serve Trump admin officials. Oh, and this is a waitress in DC. Let me pull up the article via the Post Millennial.
Not getting invited at the Christmas party.
It's called doing your job.
Yeah, it's not up to her to decide that. If a business owner chooses to make that decision, okay. But no, if you're choosing to not allow a company to make money and you're the employee that is refusing that money, yeah, bye, get out of here. I'll hire somebody
you
else who
imagine?
will let me make money at my business.
Right? Especially as a waitress, like the balls. Honestly, you're not even a
Right.
manager. You're a waitress, and you're like, I'm not gonna serve anybody. Like, man.
So her name is Susanna Van Ruy, who worked at Bouchert Saloon on Capitol Hill, made the comments in an interview with the Washingtonian. She said she would refuse to serve any person in an office who I know of as being a sex trafficker or trying to deport millions of people. It's not, oh, we hate Republicans. Is that this person that has moral convictions that are strongly opposed to mine? I don't feel comfortable serving them. Her comments were part of a broader report exploring potential resistance in D.C. to officials in the upcoming Trump administration, drawing parallels to incidents during Trump's first term, such as when Sarah Huckabee Sanders was kicked out of a Virginia restaurant. People were a lot more motivated the first time around to do those kinds of shows of passion, but this time around, I think there's a sense of defeat and acceptance. I hope that people still do stand up to this administration and tell them their thoughts on their misbehavior. This is a continued Trump derangement syndrome here.
She's been listening to Don Lemon.
You think so?
Sounds just like it.
Even like what's her face? Who's that old black lady that's like you need
Joy
to make
Reid?
them feel uncomfortable? No, Maxine Waters.
Oh, Maxine Waters. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you need to get in their face and make them uncomfortable.
They're both that crap crazy.
What a horrible person.
Whoa. According to a report by Fox News, Van Rui's LinkedIn page, which has since been deleted, reportedly listed her responsibilities at Bouchert Saloon, such as messaging strategies, managing events for political figures, and developing relationships with influencers. Sounds like
Okay. I
gobbledygook.
don't know if any influencers or anybody political is probably coming into your saloon.
She
ma'am.
worked as an
Oh.
an organizer for Beto O'Rourke's unsuccessful
Ew.
2022
Ew.
gubernatorial campaign. Ugh.
He's so yuck.
It's
Let's
just so not up to her to do that. It's up to the, if you don't like the political ideals of the place that you work, don't work
Mhm.
there.
hold a
Yeah.
job. The saloon responded to her comments, calling them reprehensible. In a statement to Fox News, the restaurant confirmed she had been fired for violating their zero tolerance policy on discrimination. The business also clarified that she was part-time server, not a manager.
She's part-time.
Part-time. Oh my God.
Part-time.
Girl.
He just
Goddamn
used
Christmas
her
party.
part-time waitressing job to grandstand. To try
And if
to-
it really is that popular of a saloon where political people come in all the time, you know, when she did work, I was going on a limb here. She made probably pretty good money, and now it's gone. And good luck getting another job.
Yeah.
In the same industry.
Well, you know who would hire her? I don't know, like a liberal establishment.
No, this is not how life should work. You take people one-on-one. If she's a hostess or something, if somebody was mean to you or untoward to you or something, then you don't. If you don't listen, if somebody that you decide in your heart that comes in, you're not going to seat them at a table. That's the choice of the higher ups. Run to the back and talk to your higher ups at the restaurant. You don't do that. Like, that's insane.
That's all she had to do.
Lady.
Like, if they did come in, right?
Just
she's like, you know what? I don't feel
tap yourself
comfortable.
out.
Then the other waitresses and waiters would be like, oh shit, we'll take this. We're gonna make some
Right.
bank
Yeah,
tonight."
we'll make a
Hop
good
into the
tip.
bag.
I'll do
Right.
it.
Best tippers ever.
Exactly. Right. No, you can't do that.
It's all a bunch of grandstanding. I'm just pouring one container of milk into another. Hold on. Da-da-da-da-da. Wow.
Yay.
5 ounces.
Wow, that's a lot.
Dang.
That was only for
Bean
15
is
minutes.
eating good.
Well, we couldn't tell because Bean has been really upset the last couple nights, like just not sleeping well. Like he wouldn't. I would like lay awake just holding him in bed, just so he would sleep. And then the moment I would put him, like I didn't even put him in his crib last night till like 4:20, and then he slept for 40 minutes in his crib, and then woke up and started crying. And I just held him, and I was like, I just don't sleep. I just hold him.
Aww.
It's fun. It's fun. But I think he's teething. I don't know. Maybe
Probably.
he's having an existential crisis. Who knows?
No, he's a baby.
He's just a baby. Anyway, this hoe bag got fired. Thank God.
Yeah, she's an idiot.
Bye.
People taking stands like that, I can't relate to. I mean, my generation, nobody gave a hoot what you.
Yeah, if you're
what
you're the owner, you can do that.
Your sexual orientation, like nobody cared.
Right.
Like, also, okay, I voted for Donald Trump, but if somebody's coming around here going, I'm a waitress, and if Kamala Harris came in, I would refuse her service. I'd be like, you're a fucking idiot. You're not proving anything to me that you're you know how to make good decisions at all. If somebody wants to come into an establishment and give you a bunch of money, and then you're going to refuse it to make she doesn't care about your opinion, by the way. She's not going to be hurt. She's going to be like, okay, I'll just go to the other restaurant.
Right.
Amen.
I have DoorDash, whatever. Like, come on. Like, you're not proving anyone anything. It's just, except for that you're stupid.
I just don't think we should go back to a time where we can refuse anyone service at a restaurant. That's
well, over
terrible,
something
no
like
matter how
that.
you-
Like, yeah, if you're coming in there with a knife and threatening people, yeah, we'll research.
Right.
We'll
Ted Bundy
call the
walks in,
police.
you know.
But like, I mean, the thing is, even if Ted Bundy just walks in and acts like a normal person, first of all, I'd be like, "Sir, I thought you died." But
he always acted like a normal person. That's why so many women
Like,
got killed.
you died in
Yep.
1989 or 87, something like that. So I don't know how you made
All
it you're
those
here
women
now,
trusted him
but.
too, Courtney. No, we can't.
But
serve
if he
Ted Bundy.
if he just walks in and he's like, "Hey, I want to eat some food," and he's not kidnapping anybody, then whatever, eat your food and leave.
Here are some of the comments. Adrian Curry says you must serve everyone. She isn't the owner. Benjamin
That's
Boyce.
the first winner of America's Next Top Model.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
conservative. Yeah, I always liked Adrian.
OG Top Model.
Curry.
Adrian.
Benjamin Boyce. refusing to do your job is self-cancellation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reaction
She
gift.
canceled her own culture.
Yep. Cancel culture would be getting fired for saying you don't like Trump or holding some political position. They were fired for saying they wouldn't do their job.
Which, as per usual, that's
Spunk
what
pug.
happens.
No, you're paid by your employer to do the
Not
work they tell you
complex.
to do, which is within your grade. If she won't do the work she's paid for, she should leave. Now imagine if she said she wouldn't serve Mexicans or autistic customers. Would anyone be asking this question?
Right.
I mean, that's how I feel. That's why I'm not a server.
Yeah, I refused too many Mexicans and autistic people when I was a server. So
yeah, everybody's saying you're just not doing your job. It's not cancel culture. Go ahead. You know what? If this motivates you to open up your own restaurant so you can not serve whoever you want, go for it.
yeah.
I mean, right? Isn't it the? It has to be. Are you allowed in a restaurant? If you open a restaurant, I guess if you're the owner, you say you don't let pugs in the restaurant, even though we allow emotional support dogs, but not emotional support pugs. I guess that's the right of the owner.
Well,
It's
I'm
not
just
up to the
quitting that
fucking lowly
job.
waitress. Yeah, like
imagine if someone's like, how that would go down if you're like, sorry, no black people.
You can't.
Oh God.
You'd probably shut down. Who knows?
Imagine how it went down. Then they sit in a counter.
You know what
in,
actually
you know,
would be
in South
interesting to see?
Carolina
A
and-
restaurant owner saying no illegals. I won't serve illegals. But then you're going to do a lot of racial profiling because how are you going to prove? And I guess ask somebody for their.
Just ask for ID with their for whatever or something. And see what you get.
Yeah.
Right,
Order
because
a beer.
right. Or how about when we had to ask people for, vaccination cards? You didn't like that
Remember
either.
that? Oh, those were
So
the
you
days.
want me to
Pepperidge
show
Farm
you your
remembers.
ID for being an
Mhm.
American? Well, y'all didn't like the vaccination cards either, and nobody liked the vaccination. Please, let's be honest. But you can't do it. I should be able to come in here even if I'm not vaccinated, right? So you can't ask somebody for their actual, ID. This is what this country is. So
Did you guys hear about? Hold on, let me get these. Russell Hall. It's not easy typing all these out with one hand. Oh, Russell. Oh, you. Russell, again, if I were a waitress assigned to work at Kamala Harris's table, I would recommend the soup, microwave it scalding hot, and then trip on my way to serve it.
Wait, Russell, I love that you said if I were a waitress instead of a waiter.
He would be a waitress. Also, I would be in the soup.
no.
Have you guys
Can't
heard?
say actress anymore either.
Have you guys heard
Everyone's an
about
actor.
this woman named Lily Phillips? She is 23 years old, lives in London, and she just put out a documentary. Well, this guy named Josh Peters just made a documentary about her called I Slept with 100 Men in One Day.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's been going quite viral. And some people are saying, why are people getting up in arms? It's her life. Let her do what she wants. She's clearly an adult and is making all these decisions of sound mind. And then others are saying, this is horrible. We need to save her from herself. She's going to be miserable. She'll have PTSD from this experience. There is I have not watched the whole documentary yet. I mean, I was watching it and then the bean started crying. And I had to abort. But I'm just going to play it back where it says most replayed. And I think this is the part. There's no nudity in here or anything like that. This is the part where she, I guess, shows the documentarian like the aftermath of the room.
Oh, this part made me like almost yak.
Was that like something that
That
obviously
part didn't feel too intense. It was more checking in on Lily felt intense.
yeah.
Hello.
Lily offered to show me the aftermath of their stunt.
Oh, it stinks. Okay.
What does it smell like?
Like brace yourself. Brace yourself.
She didn't clean it up?
Oh, holy.
This is, I guess, just condoms everywhere. The cameraman is gagging.
real?
Yeah, he's
Room
not
must
full of
smell
smell.
so bad.
Lily then walked us through the process.
How that must smell. Oh my God.
If that was 100 men, pretty much that has to be back to back, and then you don't clean it.
But they're not all
clean.
coming. I mean, not the 100 men you get 3. What she gave them 2 to 5 minutes. There's no way. Some of them probably caved under the pressure and couldn't make
First
it.
of all,
Well, yeah,
why
but you
doesn't
still
she have
have
a
like
garbage
body
can?
sweat. Body sweat is stinky.
Why doesn't she have a garbage can?
I don't know.
Right?
And also,
Just
the
being
guys
dramatic.
that are wading through these used condoms to go sleep
Ugh.
with her
Can
are
you
still
imagine? Like that would turn me off.
The whole all of it is so nasty. I was actually even talking to my son about it today. I was like, I promise you, if your sister even came close to doing that, I
like
would
25 in a day.
Britney Spears' dad on her. I would get conservatorship and pull her out of the world. And Dane's like, oh, you wouldn't have to. I would kill all of the guys.
Oh,
It's just, it's so, the sad part truly is, this is not what the woman's body was made for. And it's very sad what she's doing.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even comprehend the amount of what I call spiritual transmitted diseases. It's unbelievable to me that anyone would do that. And you can't be sane. That's not sane.
Also, how many of these men are pleasuring her? Probably 0 to 3.
0.
Or even making
in
a
that
chance.
amount of time, 0.
That she had repeated 100 times that day.
Come on in, make yourself at home, take your shoes off. I've got some hangers here. If you
Is
want
it bad for me to say like she doesn't look slutty? Like she doesn't look like the kind of person who would do this. Is it weird? Like
No,
obviously
I know
must
what you
be
mean.
fit.
I can see what you mean. Yeah.
Maybe it's because she's
not
like very
she's
like
not like
plain face. She doesn't have a lot of makeup on. She's
I
not
think
like
I read too that her mom is her like manager or her like financial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've read that too.
Crazy.
Oh no.
put your coat up.
Nice.
Come on in. Where you travel from? Say, oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's so
lovely.
nice to
Let's
meet
get
you.
to it.
I'll get you on the bed. Make yourself comfortable.
Yeah.
Take off your trousers, and we're gonna have a fun time.
This guy is
and
so
I'll give
uncomfortable.
them the phone camera. I'll just say, I'm guessing you don't want your face in it.
Yeah.
And if they don't, it'll be POV phone camera.
Yeah.
I'll start usually with a job, and then I'd say like, is there anything you like, don't like, any certain position you want to do?
Yeah.
And then yeah, we kind of got straight into
So
it.
she's blowing all these dudes too. It's so much labor. Ugh. What if somebody rolls up with like warts or I don't know,
she
is
got
unclean or
so filthy. And imagine the kind of guy that would do that. That was the other thing my son was saying. He's like, you couldn't pay me to go near any of that.
Right. Especially if you walk into the room. Like let's say the money was really you're really down out and you're like, oh that's fine. Like you're gonna pay me to do this. Cool. The minute you walk into that room, you're number 99. Absolutely not.
even if you're number 2 or number 1. Like you're not
Yeah.
number 1 in her life. You're just for that day.
It's so gross.
That's disgusting.
With a condom
Oh
on?
my
or-
gosh.
No,
No.
I
condom off
didn't. Condom off.
Okay, but then like once they're having sex, and it's like
Yeah,
condom on type
Yeah.
Okay,
thing.
so she blows them with no condom. But then for sex she'll put
I
one
mean,
on.
in her defense, I wouldn't
does-
want to suck on a condom
No,
either.
no. Yeah, that's
But
strange.
still, it's like just don't blow them because like this is you. If she's like not even doing any advanced like check-ins with them anyway, right? So she's like, they come in here, and then I ask them like, what kind of positions do you like? That's not part of the intake program. I guarantee
Right.
you,
Don't
she's
they fill out a form?
she's probably not making sure that they have been tested for STIs either. So.
Want to know what I wonder about this? And I've looked into this a lot. What's the line like with the men? And if they only have 3 minutes, do they get cubbies for their clothes? Do they have to disrobe before
Do they
get
have
in
material to get themselves prepared? Like what is
Right.
like
How
are
there
when you go to give a
fluffers?
semen sample?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, do they have a fluffer? Right. Exactly. How are they erect in line? Like, hey, what are you here for? Yeah, I like her too. Cool. Where do we put our stuff? Do they need like cubbies with lockers and like?
Well, she actually went over that when you were gone. She's like, "Oh, here, take off your shoes. Put your jacket here. Blah blah blah."
But
Like
that takes a minute at least. Then they're supposed to become erect and boner for just 2 minutes.
2 to 5.
The
They
logistics.
get 5 minutes tops.
But she also blows them before they have sex. So
she would
Are they
have
also
to.
all in line out with each other out in the hallway? So like the guy that's in
Yeah.
the room walks out and is like, "See ya, gents." Like what?
You know exactly who's in front of you
Imagine,
and
like,
who's next.
Yeah.
Look to your right,
Yeah.
look to your left. Like, yeah, we're all here to bone the same lady for 2 to 3 minutes.
It's like
Yeah, so
college
the waiting
graduation.
room-
Look to your left, look to your right.
The crazy thing is,
Oh.
so so this dropped, and she apparently now is gonna try and do 1,000 men. in
1,024 hours.
I,
Yeah, she's gonna give them a few seconds.
Yeah,
So
you
how-
better
what-
be primed and
then
ready.
they need the cubbies and the locks and
So
the
in this
fluffer.
case, or is it just gonna be they're all in the same room together, naked, waiting for their turn?
Probably.
Like,
just lays
how-
there.
Right. Do they delouse them like
I
in
don't want to do
Shawshank
the math.
Redemption? Like, right. I don't know.
So gross.
Smell a lot like sex. I mean, and there's
smells like
Rose.
sex.
That's nice. Did one of the
Morning,
guys?
Oh,
Rose.
Rose.
And how are you feeling?
Single Rose.
Surprisingly, downstairs is not really sore.
Okay.
It's more just tired. My eyes sting like nothing else.
Why?
Because of all the cum in it. I think I repeated
Oh
myself.
my god! In her eyes. How many of these men are
She's going to
coming
go
in her
blind.
eyes?
Apparently,
There's
a
nothing
lot.
that makes your eye go like more stingy and red
Why
than
would
like
you
jizz in it. I'm not kidding. Yeah.
One,
And
let
I don't know
alone
that I did that
multiple.
because I know that because I Googled it, not because I know. But not good.
My eyes just sting from all the cum.
It does
So
sting.
disgusting.
But why would you let a stranger, like that's something reserved for an anniversary or a promotion, like a very special
If somebody
occasion.
jizzed in my eyes on our anniversary, then I would divorce them. Yeah. This is
Yeah,
where
that's
you
like
choose. Yeah.
okay, your birthday. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
your
Birthday got a
70th
promotion.
Your
It's just
70th
you.
birthday.
I don't know.
But like,
your
yeah, our
10-year
anniversary,
of like becoming
Valentine's
not an
Day.
alcoholic.
No.
What about Mantine's Day?
The eyes
What
are
the hell is
not-
that?
The eyes are the window to the soul, and hers are covered in cum.
Right. And the eyebrows
You
are the
can't-
nipples of the face, and
Mhm.
they're
My
also
face got-
covered in cum. Right.
But not in my eye.
And they just went right at the eyes.
Well, I think like it might have been an accident. But no, I mean
Accident.
I've definitely seen some spunk today, Jesus. And
That
it
was
just
not
took
an accident.
definitely a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. I think it was when it was only like 40 and I was like, I'm not even halfway yet.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 40 is still a lot of people. Like imagine 40 people and be like, I'm not even
40.
halfway like done.
When was the last time you ate?
I had I think I had a yam yam. Yam yam, is that what they're called? A little pastry. And I think I had a sandwich, and that was kind
So she didn't take any breaks this whole
Well,
time. And I
Christy,
did.
we figured out why she doesn't have makeup on.
Oh, all the cum. The
Yeah.
jizz.
Anyway, go on.
Yes.
and then the rest come. It's not for the weak
I also
girls,
think that this
if I'm honest.
Marion is a nasty person too, taking advantage of this. I really do.
You think all the men who signed up for this?
The
No,
documentary.
the documentarian. I think the men absolutely, but I even think
Her
this
mom too.
Well, her mom, 100%. Like, I literally, when a child comes into this world, especially a female, she's so unprotected. My guess is that she's been abused or had something happen in her history, because
I
every
want this.
former porn star that I know, or anyone that's been through or does this kind of stuff, they and the whole thing is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It is very sad. And this, you can't be doing this like for the love of the game. Like, oh, if you're someone who just like loves sex or whatever, I'm physical, it's my love language. No, how many of these dudes are actually getting her off? Like, can she really get there in 2 to 5 minutes? Zero. So she's putting in all this work. What does she get out of it? It's all just
Well, and two, like,
labor.
what man would ever want to marry her now? You know, like that'll be a very difficult thing.
I bet she could find someone to marry her.
Yeah, but and also maybe what's sad is when she like cries at the end of this, or I think I've only heard it. What's
Or maybe
sad
it's
is that
coming.
monetarily, yeah, she could fend for herself. Maybe doesn't want to get married, but the gravity of what just happened to her is maybe a little bit more than she was prepared for, which
Yeah.
is fucking terrible.
I
Yeah,
think-
not everybody wants to get
I
married.
think someone
or
like her, she justifies it. Like she makes probably like a ton of money, enough to pay her bills, and she goes, "Okay, cool. I don't like need a man." Because I remember, not that I ever did this, but like the kind of mentality that you get yourself in, like, well, I make all my own money. I don't need a man. I've been burned. So then you get all this attention and validation from like, so you're like, why would I settle down? I can be single, and she does this, and she probably justifies it to herself, like just because she, you know what I mean? Like it fills one cup and then it's kind of spills over.
A cup.
But like it's I think
Two
she's
girls, one
confusing-
cup.
She's confusing like
Oh,
this
no.
attention and like feeling desired, and I think she's telling herself like that's fulfilling.
It was
Yeah.
hard.
Hard, huh?
I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think
Nope.
if you're a different type of girl, it's very like, it's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of like,
It's
it's
being
just
a
a
prostitute.
different.
What?
She said it's kind of like being a prostitute.
Having sex
I
for
don't
money?
know how to explain it. Like,
It's not like just having sex with someone.
yeah, just one in,
Yeah.
one out. Like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, does she mean intense? She probably was like, no, I felt like a friggin' piece of meat. I didn't connect with any of these people, or maybe
Probably
she
just
liked
laid there
a
too. Like,
couple.
It's so
Did she
much
get
bigger
to
than
the-
that because you have no idea what you're opening in the spirit. Like
Yeah.
there's powers and principalities that are in that room and all around her now. And she opened an altar, and she's gonna have to have deliverance for this.
Did she
It's
get
bad.
to the part where she says about she can only remember like 5 or 6 of them?
I think, yeah, this is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, she split off.
Yeah.
Ugh. And some people think she's faking these tears. I don't think so. I think this is real.
Oh no. You can tell she's about to cry.
I think I was, well, you know, when I talked to you last, like I was not nervous. It was like the day before. I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. But it was good. It was more, I guess the interactions when like I'd have to stop them early and like you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry, you got to go. And like
So
the
sorry.
awkward interaction of like you
go.
feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like they didn't, like you didn't give them a good time because like they only got 2 minutes.
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard, I think, having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish? I've come all this way. Like,
I think this is like, because all women are kind of innately like, we're born, except for the few exceptions.
not-
I think we're
I know
born
we-
people pleasers. I think, and her pain is like, and even in this, she's done this thing where it's so much work, it's all on her, and she still feels like she didn't do enough with some of these guys.
This
Like I didn't give
kills
them all
me
enough time.
because I don't think we're born, you know, pleasers of like our children. I think that's inherent. And you know, pleasing a man is making them come or whatever. But what kills me is I think society makes her feel, first of all, our society makes 100 men line up, and probably more than that, to go and have sex with her. But quite many of those men wanted to like be pissed off that they didn't come yet. That's what fucking kills me. Like, if
Yeah.
you got the chance to sleep with her, then wouldn't you just be like, oh, this was great, thank you so much, and make
Well,
your
like-
and move on? No, not, well, I didn't jizz yet.
They're like complaining because it said 2 to 5 minutes and they they didn't get the full 5.
They
And they're like,
got-
but it said 5.
Yes, and then she fucking feels bad, as if this isn't fucking horrifying enough. Like, it's really diabolical, and I think it's a
Kinda
lot
like-
of society. Yeah,
Guilt tripping me a little bit.
Guilt tripping
I felt
her.
bad. Like some people just travel so far. Like I didn't want to give them a shit time and like come away from
Right.
us and be like, oh, that was shit.
Like she still didn't do enough.
Yeah, I
that's
think one of the
not
guys
a woman
came out
in
from
here.
Sweden.
That is society. hun. She's like, well, no, they traveled so far. They
It's
came
not
from-
just our society. What, like one of the guys said he flew out from Sweden. What?
Right.
What?
And
Sir.
right, but
For 2 to 5 minutes.
I
That's
know, but if
insane.
you're like, listen, if you're a man and you go, no, I'm having sex with 100 ladies, you don't come, get the fuck out. You're a boss. If you're a woman
Right.
and you say, oh, well, the time is up, you bitch. That's what it is. That's in business, sex, everything. It's always that way. I feel terrible for her.
Too. Like by I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're gonna do this, and like it just sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like
You know who else disassociates from sexual encounters?
Abuse
A
victim.
grape victim.
Yeah.
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 I'm just all
like-
the children that are molested, all of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. You just basically put yourself in that same mindset, girl. Oh my god, my heart breaks for her.
Well,
But
you want to
then
know what
again,
else?
she decided to do this. She at any point could have been like, cut. You know, 'cause she could have stopped at 30,
Fair.
being like,
That
I'm
is fair.
disassociating. This is not worth it. My quality of life is taking a dive. Like, let's
Well, it's
call
like
it
she's
off.
already had sex with dudes on camera that weren't like her partner, right? So she already knows what that experience is like. She already knows that that's something that's like that's going to make her feel somewhat like this. But she chooses to do 100 in a day anyway. She has this emotional moment, then turns around and says, "Okay, now we're doing 1,000."
Okay,
Like,
I just wonder
she
who-
needs
how about
to
the
just
fact-
like. She's an idiot. I don't feel
No,
sorry for you,
how
honey.
about
You're already aware, and you're just doing it anyway.
Yes, okay, but listen, but what about the hundreds of men that are in line? Don't any of them
They're all
go? This
crazy.
probably
All of
isn't right, but it's cool because they're men, they have erections and dicks. So
No, I think they're retarded. They freaking
They
waited
are,
through.
right, exactly.
They
I
waited
don't
through
wanna
used condoms and still
Ugh.
were like, "I want to fuck this lady." Like, no, they're
Right.
idiots. Then
We
like
can't
they.
say that she's
they're
like I
'cause
think
probably
she made
she's
a
out of
decision.
their
I can
league.
say both just fine, and I have.
I would say the 100 men that did this, they probably go, wow, this chick is like way out of my league looks wise. I'll never get a chance at someone that looks like her. I would say they're like low quality dudes, looks wise, to go for this.
Right, but they can still get a freaking erection. That's what fucking kills me. It's like I don't want to shame her because she made a mistake. I feel terrible for her. Maybe not
Well,
a mistake.
she's
Yeah,
doing it
she's gonna
again,
turn
though.
around and do 1,000 people, but
Yeah, she's an idiot.
But
She's
so
just as stupid
so
as they are.
Anybody that would partake in anything like this is severely unhinged.
And what I
guess.
wonder is why are people like Jordan Peterson not saying something, or like some of these really high end psychologists? They should be talking about how wrong this is. This is not sane.
I'm sure he's these guys all have takes on it. Let me play this out.
Do you think these
In my
people
head
are
right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember.
So you've just done this. You're one of these 100 dudes. She only remembers 5 guys. 5. And I bet those 5 guys are the ones that tried to give her 2 seconds of pleasure.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Out of 100.
Or
Great.
we're probably really respectful, as you can be. Anyway.
Yeah, I remember the 5 guys that were picking up other dudes' condoms. I was like, wow, how
Right.
sweet. They
Yeah.
started cleaning
I
up.
also bet you one of those 5 guys is whoever brought her that rose.
Yeah, the rose, the guys who did not try to come in her eyes. That's memorable. Yeah, the ones with the big piece for sure.
They folded their jeans, maybe.
Or like the
Well,
one guy
the
in
ones that yelled at her for not letting them stay the full 5 minutes.
yeah, the one guy in the wheelchair that was the Make-A-Wish. She remembers him.
Wait, was there
should
actually
just
one
do
of those?
1,000
No,
Make-A-Wish.
I don't know. I don't know.
I haven't seen the whole thing yet, so I'm like,
I don't
wait,
know.
if there is one, probably
are.
there
No,
probably is.
One guy in a
She should
wheelchair.
do 1,000 Make-A-Wish people. She would be a hero.
Oh my god.
And
She would
that's
never be
it.
a hero for that.
But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like,
Checked
if
out.
I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know. But yeah.
Wow.
I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people
She
who
still
support
feels
you,
bad.
it's kind of hard to let them down.
but it's
Let them down.
up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't
Who's this person with their blurred face? Is that the mom?
too sure of what to expect.
Probably,
I certainly
yeah.
didn't
Looks like
expect
it.
to see Lily so upset at the end of it all. I thought perhaps in years to come she may look back at this day in sadness, but
my
not so instantly afterwards. She had stressed
Sorry,
to
it
me
makes me so mad.
throughout my time with her how excited she was for this challenge and how this was her fantasy. So to
Oh,
see her
wow.
so visibly upset at the end of it all was really sad. But my confusion was only added to in the days following our filming with Lily, as she announced to her fans that in February of 2025, she would be sleeping with 1,000 men in a single day to break the world record.
Last week I did 101
World
guys. Now this was just the warm up because in February.
She's, yeah. This feels like she's doing a kamikaze on herself.
100%. It's self-harming. I mean,
Yeah.
and the
It's
most
really yeah.
incredulous kind I've ever heard of.
Can you really blame the men? I don't know. I feel like
I blame
men are
everyone
like
in this
are
situation.
weaker when it comes to their own
Yeah.
like carnal desires. I feel like if we want to turn this culture of like OnlyFans around, I think it's up to women. Because men are like, and I saw this happen the other day. I did a podcast with I think it was Vets Talking, and Scarlett Hampton was on, and she's done SimpCast. I've had her. I think she's done Wet Spot.
We
a bunch.
remember.
And she's just like, she's a free spirit. She's whimsical. She wasn't being like overly sexy, but she was like a little bit putting it on because it's her job. It's what she's good. It's just like, and it's also like, I guess part of her charm. These guys, and some of them were like married girlfriends. They were like, just they couldn't help themselves. Just like it was her tone of voice. She's cute, and even though they like didn't want to because it was like on a live stream, like you could see the effect she was having on them. And I'm like, women hold just a special kind of power, and whether men like it or not, like they're not all men can turn that down. So
okay.
I disagree. I disagree. Absolutely, any man can. We're given a brain. We're not.
Yeah.
We have reason.
If that were the case, then grape would never happen. Honestly, like you cannot. She is doing the exact wrong thing. It should, and I don't know who her handlers are or who.
That's what I'm wondering.
She's obviously not prepared. That is the fucking worst thing ever that I've heard or watched, that she's crying after the fact. And then she obviously has people around her mother or whomever, saying, yeah, you could do 1,000 next time after that reaction.
Yeah,
and
that's
also
crazy.
men, I can't quell my erection. If all the men went together and said, you know what, let's not show up to the 1,000 person line. Go fuck somebody else. Like, this woman is obviously, it will be interesting if she goes through with it to see who shows up. But it goes both ways. That's not good. Right.
What is the actual world record?
That's a good question. Imagine the world record is like 101, and she's like, "I'll do 1,000." 1,000.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just think her mom is off her rocker, especially if that was the woman that was there and she was
Yeah, that's
there that
horrible.
day.
You're literally a pimp.
She is a pimp, or she's got some weird fetish, or she's jealous of her, so she's trying to destroy her.
Or is she just as greedy? At the end of the day, it's greed. Like
Yeah.
that OnlyFans Nala Ray. Her dad was like, no, you can keep doing it. A former priest, by the way.
Yeah, he was a
pastor or whatever. And he's like, no, you could keep doing it. Well, of course he said that. He's getting money. She was paying for stuff for her parents because she was rich.
Oh,
That's not
wow.
a father then.
No, it's not. No. But money is the root of all evil for a reason. And
Yeah.
it is. If she's making money off of this stuff and her mom is getting a cut of it, or any of
Okay.
it. Like even if it's just a nice lunch, like, oh, my daughter is so famous and she takes me to all these cool parties and blah blah. I never got that. That's so great. She takes such good care of me. It's a high.
I mean, look
So
at
the world record
Chris
is probably
Kardashian.
919.
Yikes.
We're trusting you on this, John.
When did it happen? And was it a guy or a girl?
Right? World record for most people.
I would love to see a man attempt this. You get erect 100 times.
Oh yeah, that's true.
With-
Good
yeah.
luck. Yeah.
It couldn't be a man. What am I thinking?
Right. Let all the ladies of the world,
Yeah. Had a blonde moment.
Huh. Let's see. Who has the record? Guinness record for longest intercourse? Wait, that's different. Longest intercourse, 15 hours, 7 minutes, and 23 seconds. But then someone's got to be
Lord.
there to like watch you do it and like log the time, right?
That
You
sounds
would have to
exhausting.
record it, right? Ew, what? 15 hours?
Oh, here we go. Here's one. Man sleeps with 57 women in 24 hours to set new world record. That was in 2021. That was a man from Singapore.
Oh,
Really?
Wow. I know. Shocking.
Sponsored by Blue Chew.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's easier for a dude to do that. Well, a dude's got to reload. So maybe.
Yeah, there's no way.
No, they can't.
There's
Yeah,
no
women
way.
are far more ready to like go again after he like Jesus. They need like a
man.
minute. Yeah.
Lisa Sparks, somebody wrote in here, 2004 for the most men's.
I just found it.
Oh, okay.
Lisa Sparks in Poland in 2004. 919.
And
Poland.
God.
Putting the pole in Poland.
Wow.
Man,
wow.
that was like seriously depressing for me. I can't.
I feel sad for her, even though she did this of her own free will. But like, if you have to disassociate, you only remembered 5 of them. She can't hold back the tears. That all to me spells maybe go work for a bank or even just like slow down a little bit. Just do regular porn. I don't know. I think she just. It's like it's taking such a spiritual like soul toll on her, and she's disassociating from emotionally. She has no choice but to up the physical aspect of it and just like up the numbers. And like so let's say she pulls off 1,000.
Yeah,
then what? She'll be in the exact same space of being like, oh, what do I do next?
But now she'll have the record.
Yeah. How much money do you get for having the record?
I don't know.
That's a great question. I don't know. I don't think it's much though.
It's just bragging rights.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe she'll have like a moment where she kind of like has a revelation. Oh wait, this is the girl that has the current record, Lisa Sparks.
Yeah.
She's got.
I was not
huge knickers.
expecting her to look like that either.
That's an interesting dress.
Does titty fucking count?
1,900 men in 8 hours. Oh God, that's a lot. That's messy. She's a sweet face. That she spent 45 seconds with each man. 45 seconds.
She doesn't look like she felt bad though. She's like, your 45's up. Goodbye. Like,
imagine you're late. Imagine you're like you're 30 seconds late for your appointment. You're like, oh man, now I gotta do this in 10 seconds.
Right. She doesn't look like she got any jizz in her eyes.
No.
Like, she doesn't look like she felt bad.
I didn't realize that was gonna be part of it. Like my eyes are stinging. It's like, wow. Why wouldn't she just wear goggles?
That's what somebody earlier said that in the chat, and it had me giggling inside.
Oh,
and a
man.
snorkel as well. Why not?
Snorkel?
Yeah.
Hold on, keep talking. I have to pee. Keep talking.
Oh no.
Oh no, now we're unsupervised.
No,
Oh
my God. No, Chrissy, no rules. All right.
Oh, this guy says Krzysztof? I'm sorry, I just butchered your name. One of the 919 guys was interviewed on TV. He stood in line and the place smelled like booty.
Oh.
I bet it did.
I can't believe like you would go through all of that and then still want to actually like be a part of the action. Like, oh, okay, yeah, this place stinks. Like,
how do you get an erection? Right. I feel so terrible for this woman. I hate that her mom was kind of involved or what have you. And I just can't believe that 100 men stood there. You know, this is worth it. And imagine what they looked like.
Oh,
gross.
And so did
Yeah.
each one pay a certain amount?
All they had to do
Oh, I don't know.
was subscribe to her OnlyFans.
They
First
did this
100
for
to show up. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Lord, you jeepers creepers.
I wonder if maybe they paid her to do it.
Oh, that's you. Is that worse? I don't know if that's worse. Is that worse?
No,
I feel like that's way worse. Hello, here's $100 or whatever, so I can come put my pee in you for
It was
2 minutes.
It was just that if you were subscribed to her OnlyFans, whomever 100 gets there, then you could.
How many do you think we all could do in 24 hours?
0 for me.
0?
No,
Maybe 1.
I can't more than 2.
A
I've done that.
baker's dozen tops.
But I was in college.
I mean, it basically is prostitution. Like she was saying, I feel like one. But I mean, if somebody's paying for your OnlyFans, I mean,
They paid $800.
if you want to make it cheap,
They paid $800
No
each.
way.
So she had
That's
sex for money. That's
How much money is that?
prostitution.
Is that $8,000?
and so that's legal.
80,000.
Because like
80,000.
I don't think we
Holy
can do
crap.
that.
I swear I heard it was whomever who was subscribed to her OnlyFans. I don't know.
Wait, for the new girl or the one that holds the record? Paid
The
Oh
one that
yeah,
was
please
crying,
clarify.
just right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
chat.
who is it?
Do all
That's
the work
crazy.
for me.
Well, the one that holds the
The
record with
prostitution is
919, she
legal
had to
in
go to
the-
Poland.
No, I
Skull-
mean the
Skull
one that
Leader.
was crying. Right. I mean the new
Skull
one.
Leader, you tell me. You need to tell us who you were talking about. Was it the Jabba the Hutt lady? Or was it
Hot lady.
I
I
think
don't
they
know.
mean the new girl, Lily.
Lily Phillips?
New one.
How much did the men pay Lily
How much is that doggy in the window?
Phillips to
How much is it for
finger
doggy?
blast her?
The
No, they
money-
didn't
I don't think
finger
the
blast her,
money's
actually.
worth it. I don't think it's worth it.
I don't think they paid a fee. I think that's why so many people showed up for the new one, the blonde one that was.
And she
crying.
did
No,
101.
no, Keanu,
which
no.
tells you that
She
she
specifically
had
set the goal for
extras.
100 men. That wasn't like an accident.
Right.
That was on purpose.
I know, but they didn't pay a fee each. It was 100 men that were subscribed to her OnlyFans.
Oh, I thought they got paid. She got paid.
I don't
No,
know.
But either way, it's still
So
prostitution.
so you put this out on the internet, and then I don't know, 100,000 subscribe, and then so the first 100 that show up, it's for free.
She had to have had backups because she said 101, and she said a couple of men bailed, so she had to have extras.
Maybe
I
I'm
mean,
wrong.
I would imagine that if they paid money, that like they asked for a refund at least.
Let me look it up. What's her fucking
What
name?
if you're one of the guys sleeping with her and you come too soon? How embarrassing!
Woman.
Like if you come in the first like minute, you're gonna feel like an idiot.
I have
The
to.
first thing that comes up in my Google, it says woman that slept with police department. Okay.
Imagine like you have a tiny
I
penis
remember
and
her.
you're in line and she like kind of like laughs at you. That you had to know like there's some guy in there that has a light switch. You know what I mean? Like she probably you're seeing a whole range of sizes there.
Oh my god, I'm going through this Rolling Stone article, and it specifically says that she stated that she
Share it.
didn't have any of the participants conduct STI test through whatever the UK's version.
No. Share the article. Courtney, share it. No
Oh my god.
way. How
gosh.
could that
I mean,
be?
At least she has condoms, but like how? What?
Okay, it's in the private chat.
Oh, I'm clicking it.
I'm clicking it. Because I was like under the impression, I'm like, I'm not sure, but it kind of sounds like maybe she wasn't doing a lot of checking. And so she could be that sloppy, but maybe, I don't know. I just didn't know for sure. And it's freaking said it. I'm still scrolling through to see about money though.
Oh, it's blurry.
It is.
Okay. 100 men, 24 hours.
It's down a bit ways. There's a picture of her like crying to the guy. It's under that one. It's below, or it's one of them.
She received blowback. That sounds like one of her moves.
She received blowback while giving blow bangs.
Give him the blow
Please
bang.
blow on my back and not in my eyes. Thank you.
Let's see. Talking about
Doesn't
the
say anything about-
documentary. We watch as her phone displays an overwhelming number of notifications from men applying to be part of the experience. Wow. She self-deprecatingly calls herself a slut throughout the documentary. It makes it clear that what she is doing is work. I do it because I enjoy it. I've only felt empowered by the fact that I'm making money off something that all guys are going to do anyway. All guys are going to sexualize me anyway. That's sad.
It is so sad. But I have to go.
Oh, bye, Carmen.
Thank you so much for having me again, and happy holidays, everybody.
We love you,
Happy
holidays, Carmen.
Merry Christmas, Carmen. Thank you for coming on the show. Sorry, I shouldn't have said coming. Tell the good people where they can follow you and what's coming up.
Oh, just enjoying family time, and I can't wait. And I'll be sure to make sure my daughter is not interested in any bizarre experiences.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, she's so not like that. Thank the Lord. But
Wow.
I hope all
Probably
of you.
because you're the kind of mom that did not put her in a position to think that that was normal.
No, I literally, and if she had chosen to do that by some weird strike of lightning, I would not have been on the couch hugging her when she's crying afterwards.
And then encouraging her to do
Let
to
her
up the
deal
ante.
with her own consequences.
Yeah. But can you do 1,000 next time?
Yeah.
I mean, since I've learned about handlers and all the stuff that happens with SRA, I do wonder who's behind a lot of things often. And so I have a lot more compassion for people. And it's just very, very sad. So bad choice on her part. Hopefully she'll recover. So good night, everybody.
Thank you, Carmen. Thank you so much. Everyone follow Carmen on Twitter at Carmen Studer. Please and thank you.
Aw.
Did you just do this, Courtney?
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I was trying to like more like a fist pump, and it kind of.
I couldn't do this for several reasons. I would definitely laugh at the guys that were like small in the pants. I would definitely I would just be laughing a lot. I would be like I would ruin the moment. And I think I would just be like, nah. Just kidding. You guys are stupid now.
Do we have any alternates, any understudies?
Having sex with like a complete stranger, like knowing that he only showed up here at all so that he could put his pee in me, and that's it. Like I just no, my vagina would just.
I would do something funny and like eliminate them. I'd be like, all right, you can if you guess my sign. And then they'd be like, Leo. I'd be like, next, and then like I would just keep changing the goal. I'd be like, guess my favorite color now. I would just think of reasons to reject everyone.
And then like they can't guess it because you decided that they had to answer puce.
Yeah, it's chartreuse and puce. Sorry.
It's mauve.
Look. I'll let you in if you can describe to me the difference between a peplum and a poplum. Go.
Well, actually, we found out there isn't. So get out.
Yeah, I'd be like,
oh, that'd be awesome.
It would be like all these men. I'd be like, tell me the difference between these colors, and it'd be like all these different shades of blue. I'd be like, which one is cornflower
cobalt.
blue? Yeah, which one's cobalt? Pick it out.
Cobalt.
I would just stress them all out.
Which one's cerulean?
Yeah. And then I'd play the clip of Devil Wears Prada with the cerulean
Yes.
blue. Oh, you think this has
So
nothing to
instead,
do with
this
you?
isn't cobalt, it's cerulean. So you may not have sex with me. Please. Ta-ta. Thank you.
Ta-ta. Oh my God.
And you're blithely unaware of the fact that
Oh, that's a great clip. You have that on your show, right, Keanu? Like, oh, it's where
Miranda with the I think
Miranda
we need a belt
Priestley is like,
here.
oh, you
Yeah.
think this has nothing to do with you?
Yes. And you
Great
think
rant.
this has nothing to do with you. Right. Okay. Well.
So you picked up that sweater from a bargain bin.
Right,
she-
and it trickled on down to the, department stores, and
I
then
have to
whatever
find it.
bargain basement you found, and then. But what you don't know is that what you're blithely unaware of the fact is that it's not lapis, it's not.
Ah,
it's
this is
cerulean.
such a good
And then I think it was
monologue.
Yves Saint Laurent, wasn't it, who did a.
Hold on, I have to play it now.
I need a jacket here. Yeah.
This is so good. This movie is like required viewing.
It is.
God, it's good. I love Stanley Tucci. This whole thing is. I'm gonna rewatch this movie. Where are the belts?
Where are the belts? Why is no one ready?
This is the scariest person to work for. Oh my God, she's so good. She's so good in this role.
Ready.
It's a tough call. They're so different.
Something funny?
Something funny? Is this part of why we hate Anne Hathaway so much? Is this scene here?
There's so much about her that is just abhorrent. She's like, oh, this just doesn't.
She
those
did have
belts
quite the
look
glow up
exactly
in
the
this
same to
movie.
me. And then she
but-
goes, yeah, right. Ugh. It is part of the reason.
Nothing's, it's just that both those belts look exactly the same to me. I'm
Oh,
still
I see.
learning about this stuff and
This stuff? Oh. Okay, I see. You think this has nothing to do with you. You go to your closet and you select, I don't know, that lumpy blue sweater, for instance, because you're trying to tell the world that you take yourself too seriously to care about what you put on your back. But what you don't know is that that sweater is not just blue. It's not turquoise. It's not lapis. It's actually cerulean. And you're also blithely unaware of the fact that in 2002, Oscar de la Renta did a collection of cerulean gowns. And then I think it was Yves Saint Laurent, wasn't it, who showed cerulean military
word for word,
jackets? I think he
Keanu.
did a jacket here. And then cerulean quickly showed up in the collections of 8 different designers. And then it filtered down through the department stores and then trickled on down into some tragic casual corner where you no doubt fished it out of some clearance bin. However, that blue represents millions of dollars and countless jobs. And it's sort of comical how you think that you've made a choice that exempts you from the fashion industry when in fact you're wearing a sweater that was selected for you by the people in this room.
Oh,
From a pile of stuff.
Bang. So good.
It is. It's one of the most iconic scenes in a movie ever. I love how she says stuff.
Stuff. Oh, you think this has nothing to do with you?
It's not blue. It's not lapis. It's actually cerulean. It's not cobalt. It's not turquoise.
Flower.
It's actually puce.
Not Robin. It's not.
The real puce is a millennial pink, but around here it's puke green. Just to let you guys know.
Yes.
This puce was selected for you by the people on the live stream.
Pile of puce.
Pile of puce.
There's pile of puce.
Why would she leave the condom wrappers out? Maybe because it just happened and the documentarian was
There's
there,
no
like-
time. There's no time. Also, it says that she did not test anybody, but she did prioritize people who did provide medical records. So shout out to those men. And this took place in an Airbnb.
Well, they needed an Airbnb butler to pick up the.
Imagine the reviews be
condom
like,
wrappers.
I enjoyed my stay, but the carpet was extremely sticky and I couldn't understand why.
I'm never getting an Airbnb ever again because the fact that wow. I mean,
I
how are
can't
they going
find
to screen her? But
I can't find anything here. Skull Leader, or whatever your name is. I can't find anything indicating that the men paid money. So can you please cite your sources or something?
No, they didn't. They didn't. You would
Well,
have
I
to
can't even
go-
find. I can't find anything that would even say that it was just these guys that were OnlyFans
No,
subscribers.
it's this
Like it doesn't say
woman, and
anything.
Well,
No,
Amala.
Robert, you're wrong. She said no condoms about blowing them. But they used condoms. They had used condoms on the floor. You should just need to pay attention when we're talking about it.
The other thing about this article too, which I find concerning, it's all concerning, but also extra concerning, is that she was apparently surprised when the documentarian was like, you know, you can still get an STD from oral sex too, right? And she was like, what? What do you mean?
She didn't
look
know?
into that? She didn't know.
My mommy didn't tell me that.
Oh my God! Yes, you could get herpes throat. You could get AIDS throat. You get gonorrhea throat.
HIV can be transmitted via ejaculate in the mouth, and she seemed surprised when he told her that. Like, really? Oh God!
Oh my God! She's gonna get AIDS mouth.
Oh, this poor girl. Well,
Okay, Skull Eater. So you're talking about Skull Eater's in the chat. He's talking about the amount of money people paid to get there. We're wanting to know how much they paid her. Anyway,
I'm telling you, she said just subscribe to my OnlyFans, and then the first 100 or what have you. I only know this from this woman that I watch. Her name is Amala, and she said it, so I believe it.
No, so Amala said that she didn't show a clip of her or like a statement from the
showed
girl.
whole clip. You would have to.
So
go through
she
this whole
showed the
thing.
clip of it. Then is what you're saying. You actually saw a clip of the girl saying it.
I listened to it in the shower, so I couldn't quite.
But what
get
I'm
it.
trying to specify here is just that, like, whatever it was you were listening to or watching or whatever, it was not Amala stating it. It was the girl stating it.
Lily.
It was Lily Phillips saying it.
I'm looking through it right now, so I have to. But
Jamie?
I'm pretty sure if
Where's
you
my
can't-
Jamie? Jamie?
Jamie?
Pull that up. Oh, I don't have a
If
Jamie.
you can't find how much the men paid, wouldn't you think that would come right up? If you
Right.
Google
What I'm
it?
saying, there's not even any evidence. I can't even find anything of her saying this is like just subscribe to the OnlyFans. And so like I'm just not able to find anything verifying it. But whatever it is, all I'm asking for you to just confirm. I'm going to believe you what you say, but you're not saying anything. Like when you were listening to it, Amala was talking and then she played a clip and the clip
I'm
was
looking
her,
right
it was
now.
Lily Phillips.
Russell, while we find that, I will go through these super chats. Russell Hall says, I would never sit down in that apartment. Bird up to you. If you're going to feel bad for anyone in that Lily Phillips stunt, feel bad for the poor SOB who has to clean the room afterwards. Ugh,
I just can't believe they couldn't use a trash can to throw the wrappers and
put a little
condoms away.
basketball hoop over it. Make it fun. Russell Hall,
Kobe.
she is the garbage
Kobe.
can. Stymie.
I just
true meaning of being a C**M dumpster. Russell Hall, how do you 5 minutes with a condom and no wall contact? I don't understand that.
What does that mean?
Like your cervical wall? Jeremy Parker's, that Lily thing is really gross, not even human. Russell Hall, she hates having to walk by that giant mirror every day. I do like her choice of lamp next to the mirror, though. Très chic.
Well, it was the Airbnb owner's decision.
Southeastern Kaiju, wonder what the demographic of the horde was. I would be interested too in the ethnic breakdown so that I can make
One of
racist
everything.
comments. Jeremy Parker's, Lily belongs in therapy, not in front of a camera. Courtney belongs in front of a camera, being her cute and funny self. I thought he was going to say Courtney also belongs in therapy.
Well, also true.
Let's all go to therapy. Russell Hall, men have buttholes. Wait, men have buttholes too.
He missed the T.
We can go 100 times. Ugh.
Blah.
Jabba the butt. Tugs, you quoted it wrong. It's not money. It's the root of all evil. It's the love of money is the root of all evil.
No, well, yeah. Either way, money, root of all evil.
Russell Hall, her room smells like the Red Lobster's kitchen. But I do love
Cheddar
the
biscuit.
cheddar
Well,
biscuits. Derek C., the real victim here is the owner of the. Shout out to Derek. Derek, who gave me this very cool advent calendar that I haven't put anything in here. I was going to put old pills in here. I was going to look through maybe.
Wait, so you have to put stuff in the advent calendar. You have to put it in there?
Who's going to do it? If not me, who?
Well, what the advent calendar doesn't come with stuff in it? I thought they were supposed to come with stuff in it.
No, I could put fine drops in it. I could put candy bits. That's what I'll do. I'm going to fill the advent calendar today.
Oh, I mean, first of all, that's a reusable advent calendar. So, I mean, I guess it's not the kind that you would. But it's very fancy.
The batteries go in here, and then it does something.
Oh, do you know what it's supposed to do yet?
I have no idea. I imagine this thing twirls around, and maybe it sings me German folklore. I don't know.
Yeah. Where's your Jamie? Can he put batteries in there now so we can see?
Batteries. I need an intern. Russell Hall. If the gangbang took place in an Airbnb, that means there's probably several extra angles of the film we haven't seen yet. Ooh, cameras. Yeah.
I want to know what possessed that dude to make a documentary about that at all. Like, no one. She wasn't like a super famous person. She wasn't doing anything noteworthy. Like,
I think he's either one of these guys that like loves interviewing porn stars, or because I would see them at like AVN and they were just like ultra simps, or he had a feeling it would take a soul toll on her and he wanted to use it as an example of like why not to do this. I think maybe he was looking for her to have a negative experience and then put that out there. I think it's maybe the second one, but I'd have to finish watching the documentary to know for sure.
I just can't. I mean, I don't know. Part of me feels like her mom is the one that's making her do all of this.
It's horrible.
Why would anybody's mother make them do all of it, though?
Her mom has her
To
handler.
watch all that, to like watch that.
It's just
watch
bizarre
your
that
daughter
her
go
mother
through that.
sat there after she cried and then hugged her and said, "Oh, you could do 1,000 now." Yeah,
So
Lily.
yeah, right?
No.
Like,
That's
yeah, I
insane
fully
to me.
support you
Mother
doing
would
this.
make them do all of that. Yeah.
I fully disagree. Kim Kardashian's mom released her sex tape on her. Like, for fuck's sake.
Not
There
without
are
her
people out there that are
permission.
pieces
But look
of
at them
shit.
now.
Not without her permission.
But she still
They
did
both-
it instead of
they
being
both
like,
went
no,
there
hey,
and did
don't
that.
do it. She still did it though. Doesn't matter if she did it with her permission.
That
She
is
still
way
did it.
different. That's way different.
No, it's not. She had her do the sex tape. She didn't. It wasn't just
She
stumble
made her
upon
have
it. She
sex with
made
Ray J on camera.
yes. Yes. Oh my God, there's so much
said,
information about it.
I do the same
But the
thing."
point I'm making, because who cares about Kris Kardashian? The point I'm making is,
I do.
is
She's a
the mom. Well, she doesn't love you. So the mom is a part of this. She's the handler. She's supporting this, and so I just feel bad for her in that, like, her mom should really be steering her away from this. So, like, you're watching your daughter cry
We all
over
find it
having that
frustrating
experience.
that her daughter was crying. Exactly. Do you think she made her do it?
Yes.
You, for some reason, you made her do it. Do you
Yes.
think you made her start an OnlyFans?
Yes.
You
She's
think that-
making money off of it. Yes. There are soulless people out there that do awful deviant things, Keanu. That's just the truth.
Okay, right. I'm not saying that the mother acted incredibly inappropriately, but to deem it that the mom's making her do it, it's like
Yes.
that's insane. You
That
think
would
the
be
mom's
so
making her
twisted.
do it?
The point that I'm trying to make, though, is that after she's crying, after her
She's
whole
not-
experience with
She's
100
not
people,
dissuading That's the point we were all making. And
she's
then you
now got a
shouted out
goal
that,
of a thousand
that the mom was making
people.
her
Let
do
me
it.
finish my statement, please.
You
I
never
would like
let
to finish my
anyone
thought. Just let me finish my thought. The point I'm making is she cried after 100 men.
Wait, we all said
Her
that.
mom saw it,
And her mom sat
and
there
now
with her and said, "Can you do 1,000?"
she's planning on doing 1,000 men.
Right.
Why would she want to do that, knowing that
Right.
it already broke her soul? Because her mom is making money off of it.
But she's not. She didn't make her start an OnlyFans. That's a pretty.
She's
crazy
definitely
thing
not
to
I'm
say.
saying that her
her from
mom
doing it.
is at least, at the very least, encouraging her to sleep with men on camera.
after that, wouldn't any mother encourage their
A
daughter
normal
not
mom, but
to
her
do
mom is
that?
obviously deviant.
Exactly. So we all agree. It's not the mom, right?
Yeah, she's
I have
definitely
no
not
idea what's
saying
going
not
on
to
here.
do it.
Then you said that. Then you brought it up to like that it's the mother's fault and she's the one.
I didn't say it's the mother's fault.
This is definitely
all
going to be a
agree.
It's
palate
everyone
cleanser.
involved's fault.
This is a palate cleanser.
I was
Perfect.
gonna say I found how she found the men.
It's a pizza pocket. Hold on.
So
Stop doing this.
oh my, what in the forget pizza. You put all kinds of stuff in that.
Now you can put pizza in your pocket.
I got a pocket full of pizza. I got a pocket.
Who's putting pizza in their pocket to begin with?
Weirdos, crazy people, the asylum people that are no longer in the asylum.
It makes you think of Napoleon Dynamite shoving the tots in his pocket.
You could put the tots in the pizza pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pocket tots.
Yeah.
I mean, intrigued. I want to go. I want to look more into this mom.
It's very stupid, but I love it.
I know. I kind of want one.
Pizza thing.
So I have an official answer on how she found
Ooh.
the 100 men. I've been scanning the
Yes.
documentary.
Do
Okay,
tell.
so she posted a picture. It's very not safe for work, so I'm not going to share the link or a screenshot.
Okay.
But it was on her Twitter and whatnot, her social media, and it's her, and she's in like a very compromising position. And it says, "Are you 18 and over and an active subscriber? Free on Saturday, October 19th. And happy to be filmed. You can be faceless." And she called it the fuck a fan day. And that was how she found her 100 people. So they were subscribers. Yeah, they are subscribers, and that was her post.
Free.
That's how she
Boom. Told you.
for
Yeah,
free.
Thank you.
I
I told you so. Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go.
She did
Free.
it for free.
Wow.
So
Yeah. Wow. Wild.
For the love of the
Wild.
game.
Thank you for finding that, Tugs. Thank you.
you're welcome.
How did you find that? I feel like I searched multiple terms and could not
my
find
I'm on the
any.
actual documentary itself, and I just was skimming through it.
I know
Until
exactly.
I found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried looking for articles too. I couldn't find anything, but this one, yeah. So he's like, they're sitting on the couch, and her phone's blowing up with a bunch of notifications.
Bing,
he's like,
bing,
"Wow,
bing.
how did you find this? Or how did you find these men? Blah blah blah." And that's just
Okay,
she told him.
Fealty, who is my Jamie, says that she didn't do it for free. She sold the video of it.
Yeah, she didn't. They did it for free.
So in a sense, it's not for free, but the men, if they subscribe,
yeah,
They didn't pay.
they basically
essentially.
paid her.
They
Yeah,
didn't
they didn't pay any
pay, no.
extra. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
there you go.
So it was
So-
not free because they're already subscribed.
that they would have
You're
to
right.
subscribe.
Yeah, it was like a
Right.
perk.
Isn't that what I said in the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a
Right.
members only. Get it?
Yay!
Member.
Oh, but
Members only.
Members.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Right.
That's how she did it.
Sorry, I didn't.
Called it
provide
the fuck a fan situation. So
Okay.
it's about
And-
15 minutes in the documentary if anybody wants to go look
And
at
leading up to
One-
it, she was saying that this was like a huge fantasy
Beautiful. Thank
of
you.
hers, and she was excited to do it. And then at the end, she was, well,
so
you
many
saw.
regrets.
So many regrets.
Regrets.
so many regrets. She's gonna do it all over again times 10.
1,000. That's gonna be.
Let's
blessed.
get the mom to fuck 1,000 dudes. That'll
Yeah.
show her.
Yeah, mom, don't just sit there.
We're teasing, guys. Just teasing.
Well, she should
Mom
put in
could
some
handle
work, I
some of the
think.
burden. She could help out.
I know they could switch in and out. They probably
Oh my
won't
god.
notice.
Oh, guess what, Keanu? You can have your end of year crouton now.
I love it. Thank you so much. I was waiting for my crouton. Why did that one
Oh,
person who
God.
said that? I have a cookie here.
Ooh, what kind? What kind of cookie?
All the cookies.
Oh, it's an Italian cookie. I can't wait to eat it. It's got
Ooh, it's got icing.
Mm.
We have we still have the leftover cookies from Pop Pop Surprise 70th.
That's what made me get
Ooh.
these.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, these look like the Italian Milanese cookies. Ooh,
Is that like what does it taste like? It looks like it's a funfetti type
It's like
flavor.
a cake. It's like a
Here's the
cakey.
thing: Italian cookies. I'm telling you, they look like delicious, like a donut hole, but they
And then
taste
they're
like
not.
cloves. And they're like,
Cloves. Yeah, like anise.
in anise.
Oh.
It's the weirdest thing. My mother,
They're only
they
good with
love making
coffee.
chocolate balls, and they look like donut holes, but it's dirt and orange rinds on the inside. Italian cookies are not for the faint of heart. Yeah.
I would make that taste very disgusting. Like if I tried to make that myself, I would make that disgusting.
There was one
Would
really
not-
good
wouldn't
one
be
at the
good.
party. It was in the shape of a heart, Keanu, and it had like chocolate filling and chocolate around the rim. Whoa.
Ew.
That was
Yum.
good.
Some of them are good.
I love a chocolate rim.
Chocolate rim.
And then we'll land this plane on chocolate rim. Oh my God, what a fun show, y'all. This was very it was very interesting. A lot of similar topics today. What's coming up for me? I'm gonna do some kind of morning stream tomorrow. And also Wednesday. Getting my hair fixed on Thursday. That's good. What else? My God, it's almost Christmas. Christmas is next week, guys. Next Wednesday.
Oh,
That's so
fun.
crazy.
How did this happen?
I don't know.
Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Tell a friend. And as always, tell me your suggestions of who you would like to see on the show. And follow me on Twitter. Keanu, what's coming up for you?
Just subscribe. Well, the
Oh yeah, the show. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Gino's birthday show.
We're at Rodney's on the 29th. Me,
Sunday,
Chrysanthemum,
December
Eugene.
29th.
And just follow Keanu C. Thompson wherever wherever your social media is, and Keanu Cast wherever you find your podcasts, and of course Keanu C. Thompson on Instagram. YouTube. We're live many times a week, so go there.
Yes, and if you're in the New York City area or Connecticut or Jersey or whatever, Queens, Staten Island, yeah, Rodney's Club. It's on 60th and
61st and 1st.
61st and 1st, Sunday, December 29th, Gino's birthday show. It's gonna be
Very
fun.
excited.
Courtney.
Yo, yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. Was that Courtney? You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Courtney Brooke. Yeah, I'm planning another little marathon stream on Wednesday. Join the party. And we have a fun time.
What
over there.
time? What time?
Probably, I think I'm probably gonna start at like noon Eastern time. So like 9 my time
Okay.
on
Remind me.
Wednesday.
Remind me so I can
Okay.
hop on. Tuggy Poo.
You can find me on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that. That Tug Life with 2 G's. Upcoming for me Wednesday, gaming stream at about 5 p.m. Central. Then we have Poor Choices over on YouTube with X-Ray Girl. And then Saturday, if you're a super nerd and you like tabletop gaming, you can find me on Geeks and Gamers Tabletop. Having absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Like a Dungeons and Dragons situation. It's super nerdy. It's
fun.
super fun. We have a good time.
It is
So,
super fun. I did it once. It's great.
It's fun.
Oh yeah. Also,
that's fun.
this week I will be doing some kind of a gaming stream and a wrapping stream. So if you don't know how to wrap your gifts, tune in.
Oh, I was hoping for the other kind of rap.
Oh,
like that. I can do
Yeah,
that.
that was really good. You should do that.
that was
Maybe.
pretty
While you rap.
but yeah.
All right.
Oh my God.
Subscribe to all of us. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Oh fuck, a couple more. Wraith, any thoughts on the newly crowned Miss France? I don't know who that is. I haven't heard of that.
But
I
I
think
saw
that
that
was,
picture by End Wokeness. She's beautiful, and End Wokeness is.
Was that
driving me
the
bonkers.
black lady, and then there were like the
Yeah.
two runner-ups looked exactly the same? Is that them?
Yeah.
Kiana's cookie looks like an Italian lemon knot.
Mm.
Okay. Jeremy
that's
Parker-
the thing with Italian cookies. If it were lemon, it would be delightful, but it's filled with cloves and stuff.
Ugh.
But I
agree with Courtney. Lily's parents are deviants. Kiki is assuming her parents aren't telling her to do it. Pretty sure her dad was first.
I don't even know if her
wasn't
dad's in the
saying
picture.
that at all.
Her-
I'm saying
yeah.
it was disturbing that her
Yes,
mom.
Lily's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also heard that Lily's dad subscribes to her.
Oh,
OnlyFans, and so do his friends.
His friends do, yeah. That wait, the
No.
dad does too.
Check it.
I know
fact
friends. I heard the friends do. Ugh.
Russell Hall, I meant the cookie. She just held up. Okay. And finally, from Roman Nation, dropped by to say hi, Chrissy. Thank you. Hi, Roman Nation, my only black fan.
Hi.
Good to see you. I don't see color. I could rap and rap at the same time.
Yeah, rap while you rap.
Get your tape. Don't rape.
Oh god.
Don't do it.
All right, we're already off to a great start.
And we're out. Thank you, chat. Love you all. Bye.
Bye, everybody.